Okay, we're back for another skill check game. As Drew informed you last week, I managed to backwards long jump wall glitch my way out of the skill check for the first time. I escaped into America, but the gamer cops did find me. I'm back.
How was the sun?
I didn't get to see any because it burned me instantly. But my oat rations and grain have been cut into 1/3, so things are looking dire.
We were rationing you?
Yes, there was a big feeder in the back for the Dungeon Masters. Anyway, last time you guys had quite a combat where you did some trench warfare, by which I mean you stomped some bones and messed up some drawings of runes and ritual, and found your way ultimately to the beginnings of a large beach party. You guys have basically assaulted this unassailable fortress of undead people. You managed to get the troops ashore, you met the commanding officer, and were promoted in a matter of moments because you are some of the most powerful and only divine casters here in this world of undead and sadness and death. However, in this moment is the beginnings of a beach party. You guys have already engaged in a game of life ball, a 4-on-4 kind of physical contest with a beautiful blonde-haired man named Jesse, who is a member of actually a scout brigade, and he has informed you that there is a missing scout expedition on the shoreline to the east. He actually kind of, after you guys win the game or whatever, he says, "Hey guys, you're all really cool people. Do you think maybe tomorrow after the party you could come with me and we're supposed to have a big map and basically a plan to move all the forces, but the other retinas, my fellow reconnaissance guys, they fell trying to get the synapses to that water temple. They're not too far, they're only 1 grade over, and honestly, I was gonna go alone and try and sneak my way there, but I feel a lot stronger if I had the 6 of you behind me. Oh wait, where did Stewie go?" And she's running off to a bunch of people in the dark part of the beach where you occasionally see a flame of fire. Oh, bye.
Oh. Why'd your hand go that way? That didn't make much sense.
That's how they're holding it. I was role playing.
Okay, you don't know. Yeah,
I'm gonna check my backpack and be like, "God damn it, she got my opium." She damn.
You hear her cackling. She's holding a bunch of vials, running over there.
Shit. We needed that.
Stewie's just into hard narcotics.
We needed that for stealth purposes.
You got my horse tranquilizer, damn it.
That's right. You all find that each of your hard drugs has been stolen in this moment.
Shit. Are you guys starting to feel like this place is for babies?
That's kind of the impression I was getting too.
Nothing even touched us. This place is...
Well, how do you know they aren't just, making it seem easy at first, and then the second we get too comfortable, they fucking hit us with a left hook?
No, I think we're just really fucking good.
I feel a lot
I think
stronger.
you guys are good, but also this assault went really well. It's kind of weird, honestly. Most of the teams we send in here, they don't come back.
Yeah, you guys are starting to seem weak.
Whoa, hey, cowboy. I don't know if you know, but I can do this. And he just does a standing backflip.
I'm going to do a standing backflip.
Give me an athletics check.
It's an 11.
If you try this, you're going to land on your face.
I do it.
Okay? You're in the sand on a beach. It doesn't really hurt that badly, but you do not do a standing backflip.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to the rules.
You're bitch.
You were really close, though, and you're really big.
Yeah.
It was not close. Yeah.
But the way gravity works, it probably pulled a lot harder on you.
Yeah, it's all the muscles that I have. They weigh me down, and your little scrawny body.
If you want, you can attempt to do it again with disadvantage to save your reputation.
Yeah. Shit. My last one was a 13. Nah, it's a 10.
Okay, well, same thing. You can't quite get it done. I don't think you hit your face this time, but it's not great.
Fuck. I'm going to mumble under my breath and walk away.
Okay, I'll replay the scene here for you guys. This now is becoming kind of a first forward operation camp for this large group of humanity and, all the various fantasy races. You see dwarves, you see elves, all these people coming and landing on the beach. They are coming in lander after lander, large boat, and they're starting to build various things like a medical tent, a full mess tent, a bunch of residential tents. All this is spreading out. That game of life ball is evolving into more groups. There's a dance floor in the center where people are kind of picking up instruments and playing. There's a full, like, huge large picnic table, people just doing line-by-line drinking contests. There's, like, a huge pile of snacks, some other games. Again, like, a group of people who have already partied too hard. They're just dead asleep or tired. There's even, like, that quiet, dark corner that Stewie was at. You see some people gambling. Hemp, I think you were over there earlier schooling them. They're now kind of examining their pockets, wondering where all their money went. There's like a general equipment area. Anything you can think of here in this area. People have truly begun to celebrate this victory. There's also a small command area. You guys see Jason, the Adrenal, who wore that full metal plate here, the skull metal plate as well. He's kind of standing out front of the tent, just surveying the setting, and Liv is over there talking to him as well. Your former commanding officer that you guys appeared in the boat with.
What do you do? This guy remembers the names.
That's great.
This guy's good.
I'm gonna come out of the gambling tent and be like, guys, I got 10 money now.
Yes, 10 money.
Mm-hmm. Should we go talk to them?
I walked away.
Should we go talk to them?
Yeah, we're gonna say hi.
I want to see what they're up to, what their next plan is.
Where'd you walk to?
I don't know, whatever was directly to my east. I walked that way.
Probably the mess tent. You're like
That's
walking
perfect.
up and you smell like cafeteria smells.
Perfect.
But you see your party walk off kind of towards the commanding officer tent. Mm-hmm. Do you go with or do you go to food?
I'm like kind of smelling, and then I see him and I kind of get like, FOMO, and I turn and I start, I'm like, guys, and I run after him.
Hey, you guys. Okay. You guys walk up to Liv and Jason and give me perception checks.
I'm not very perceptive.
That one.
Yeah, I'm not even worth telling you the number.
I do not see.
Oh boy.
Big old
24.
10. 24, 10.
17. 6.
You two, so Valaar and 7. Before they see you coming, Jason kind of puts his arm on her back a little lower than you would expect. There's a sense of familiarity there that you catch.
I just give Valaar a look. We just don't say anything. We're just like, ooh.
When they kind of see you guys coming, they get some personal space and they, hello. I believe you were the leader.
Well, you could say that.
Liv steps up in front of him and goes, honey, these guys don't have a clue. Strong as hell, but no organization. All 6 of them badasses. He laughs. Hey, we need that on our side. Did you get a drink yet?
No, I didn't want one.
No drinking before battle, huh?
Yeah, well, I just didn't like your drinks.
Oh. Hey, I tell you, when you gotta get a whole platoon drunk, the Soul Command does not send the best.
This
But-
place sucks.
Well, I mean, it's what you make of it. Why don't you get out there and help them out? I'm sorry, sir. I can get out there and help them out if you want.
I'm your commanding officer.
He offers you a salute.
I take it.
Okay.
He's fine.
I tell you what, I've got some better stuff in my tent.
I'll come take a peek.
It's not that much better, honestly. I usually try to give my men everything I can, but in this case, I got a welcome to the beach present from Soul Command. I was honestly going to just give it to the winner of the last Lifeball game, but, actually, you guys played a hell of a game now that I think about it. Nobody beats Jesse. That guy's amazing.
He wasn't that good, actually.
Well, nobody beats Jesse and Hemp. That's how it usually goes. We're a master team.
Hey, fair enough. Hey, I tell you what, give me 1 sec. Stay out here with Liv, and he kind of goes in, and you hear, like, the clanging of, like, items and bottles. Liv kind of looks at you guys. You guys are really something. Glad to be shooting with you. You got assignment? Or I guess you got an assignment for me?
Do we have an assignment for her?
I don't really care what
make her
you
do
do.
something fun.
I don't think I care what she does.
Did she sing and that guy? Were they the ones that were in your script?
Yeah, but he has to die. I don't think she has to be the one to kill him, right?
Well,
Do you
you
want?
I thought they were.
The script called for you killing them together. Like, you don't kill both of them, but he is with her. After you kill him, the script goes blank.
Gotcha.
Wait, and you've told us the script, right?
Yeah.
He told her the script, too.
Yeah, I showed it to her.
He literally, and she said, I don't care about your fanfic.
And so, I'm sure she can hear. I don't care. Just to be clear, we need them to sleep together
Whoa.
and kill them.
But I don't know if they
What?
need to have sex.
they
but
may
just
just need to
be.
die.
Yeah, they just need to be like together, I think. But yeah, we also don't have to do that if
That's
we don't
true.
want them to.
We
If
don't
we end
want
up liking them. Why should I spare James?
Jason?
Jason.
We care about him a lot.
You remember his name?
What's really funny is usually you mispronounce their names on purpose. When you heard Jason's name on the first time, you actually said Jason back to me. And I was like, wow, okay, that's funny. But then you immediately dunked on and said, you sound like a country singer. That's disappointing. And now I don't know how you feel about him, truly. Why should you spare him? Well, honestly, he cares about his men. I mean, he's out here, he's putting in work, and he picks up a pulse, and he gets out there and he can kill undead with the best of them. I mean, how do you think he got? And he comes out the tent with a brown bottle, and he goes, yeah, the plate. Whole platoon went down, but I was still there, headbutting him. Headbutting him, man. Here, for you. And it's just like a small whiskey bottle, completely unlabeled, and he says, he cares about his men. Honestly, good dude. And he really gets out there and he fights with them. And he comes out of the tent, with the bottle, hands it to you, and says, yeah, honestly, my promotion came on the back of a pretty gruesome experience where I lost a platoon, but I was still there and I was giving him hell, headbutts and all. And when I got back, I woke up with an even larger title that I didn't want. I wanted to be out here killing the boneheads, but gave me a weapon for it, so it's good. But here you go. And he offers you kind of a nondescript brown bottle. He says, Soul Command, war effort. They don't got anything that good, but it's better than, whatever beer we got over there, I guess, for the troops. As far as I'm concerned, you guys saved a lot of lives today. All you.
It was. Thank you for the whiskey. I'll take a sip.
It's fine. It's whiskey. It's wartime whiskey. It probably isn't the best.
This is mediocre, but thank you, Jason.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to drink it. It's not great.
So what's it like for you, Jason? Are you happy?
I tell you what would make me happy is not have to be at war anymore.
Yep.
There's some
I can't.
fixes to that.
There is.
Really? You guys got ideas?
Are
I
you
was
a good person, would you say? What's the worst thing you think you've done in your life?
Taught philosophy.
And so,
Would that make you an officer then, if you're a teacher?
Well, teacher at a school, not for the military.
yeah, that's up there.
Although this is more of a conscripted defense effort, really.
Interesting.
Okay, I gave it my turn.
Okay.
Thanks for that, Shark.
I'm sorry, I'm being rude. Did you guys want to come in, or you want to watch the festivities? And there's people throwing furniture and getting rowdy. Actually, it looks like part of the dance floor is backing up as they're breaking things down to make a big fire.
I actually wanted to go over battle plans, Jason.
Ah, smart.
Yeah. So you and Liv, you're gonna stay together at all times,
Oh,
and when we fight together, you give them hell.
well, Liv's always had my back. Honestly, lucky girl she is. I've seen her take a bonehead plate right to the jugular, somehow still alive. Unbelievable. And then Liv kind of pulls back and there's just a big old scar. She goes, sometimes it's better to be lucky than dead.
Yeah, I think that's smart though. Make sure you're the front line.
What?
You're in the fray.
Jason, the two of us
where?
are going to be
No, you.
just me?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll get out there. That's no
him.
problem.
Just him,
Honestly,
right?
I tried to give back my rank and just get out there and kill some more boneheads.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go do it now.
All right.
You heard of did you tell us the water temple?
It's Chelsey.
Oh,
That was Jesse.
Jesse told us about that one. You heard of the water temple?
well, I have, but how have you heard about that?
Jesse told. How high ranking are you compared to that Jesse fellow?
Jesse is a kind of a different offshoot in the Scouts. I would say that Jesse's boss's boss's boss and I are a similar level.
You want to go to the water temple with us?
Yeah, honestly, it sounds like Jesse outranks him. It sounds like he's just trying to find our way around it.
Well, look, hey, I would really love to go do that. I think it would be important, but the problem is there's a massive ground effort. I've got to coordinate all these knuckleheads. And he goes, Lifebringers! And everybody goes, ooh! And he goes, without me, who's going to lead them into battle? You guys plan to... Actually, you want to stay and lead the army and I'll go do the cool mission?
No. But... Hey, Jesse, get in here.
Jesse's now shirtless, his hair is flowing, and he does that thing when you address the person who's playing football, he puts it in both hands. He goes, "Sup?" And he kind of like trots over on the beach.
I'm gonna turn and go, "Hey, Lightbringers!"
And then the crowd stops.
Okay, wait. Do I outrank you?
What, me? Yeah, you're my boss.
Okay.
I'm
Hey.
oh, sorry, you weren't there. I told him, you guys are all my boss, but I don't really know you. Actually, now I do. I saw you kill some boneheads. Great, we're cool. Back then I said I wasn't going to listen to you, but you're rolling on me. You guys did a good job.
Spin around. That's an order.
What?
Spin around. That's an order.
In this moment where all of his men are watching you guys now because you said, "Hey, Lifebringers," in a loud shark voice, and you gave him a direct order, he goes, "You heard him," and everybody turns around.
And I go, yo.
There's a loud cheer.
They fucking love me.
So Jesse, I'm gonna raise Jesse's name, is now in charge. Wait, yep, Jesse. Jesse's in charge of the Lifebringers. That's an order.
There's like some confused murmuring, and then you kind of hear like, "Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. I like that guy. He's really good."
Well, I fixed that problem really fast.
Was there a problem?
I don't think there was.
He wouldn't go with us because he needed somebody to watch the Lifebringers.
I thought he wanted to stay here and help the Lifebringers, and then Jesse come with us because he knows what's happening.
But
over
I think
at the
we
water
want
tank.
him to come with us. So he dies.
He doesn't need to die right away. We can still use him.
He can also.
So do you just want me to leave him?
He can die.
All right, dismiss, and he gets the Lifebringers back to the party. Go party, go party.
Okay, yeah. I was
Hey,
gonna
that's
say.
is this a new thing for you guys, leadership? Listen, let them party. We can talk about the stuff. Jesse, I guess you're an officer now. Come on, let's go in my tent. Come on, guys. Come on.
Can I close my eyes and think really hard and remember exactly what the prophecy was, but out loud for everyone to hear?
His script.
Yeah.
If
I think
you-
we're
yes.
missing some stuff
Give
here a
me
little
an
bit.
intelligence check. So just roll d20. And
Wait,
add
I
your
don't
intelligence
remember
modifier.
what it
Hold on. It's just a DC 8 to remember a fact that happened to you. I'm so curious.
And then
Okay, it's well, I -1, so 12.
Okay. Basically, it was a scene where the Adrenal Jason, the commander guy, was kind of alone in the commander's tent. You know, Heavy is the crown of leadership. He's there having a drink or just looking over some battle plans. Liv comes in, they have some casual conversation, and then they begin to have an intimate moment of physicality between them. And that's when Hugh kills Jason. That is the original tale. There was also a playwriter's note at the bottom that said, "Hee hee."
I imagine like you closed your eyes and your mouth opened up and projected on the wall. So I'm gonna shut your mouth and be like, "This changes a lot."
Yeah. So I think.
I actually don't care if he comes with us. We can let Jesse come with us. So everybody forget everything I just did.
No, you did do one thing that I think is really good. We randomly, for no reason, make Jesse his rank.
Yeah, I think that is still good. That's great.
I'm gonna whisper in Shark's ear. I'm gonna say, "Make of war, you can't have relations with people in the army." That's a reason for him to kill him later.
Oh. Yeah, there's a new rule from High Command. Can't have relations with other people in the army.
Like a random passerby comes up and says, like, "Yeah, I kind of think that was already a rule."
yeah, it's a no fraternization clause.
Yeah, I kind of. But
I am all of your bosses. Just listen.
oh yeah,
I turned to that
you
guy.
hear like a "yes sir" and like a bunch of salutes.
If I hear that guy talk again, I'm killing him. Oh.
Insubordination.
I'm just gonna salute to Shark.
Okay. I think there's like a small cult following of people who are just, you dismiss them and say go party. This is just way more interesting.
Yep.
And there's like a dwarf and like two dwarves who are just sitting there like giggling in Scottish and clanking beers every time you say anything.
Guys, I hung out with Stewie and I'm not firing on all cylinders. You should stop letting me talk.
I'm going to use the disguise kit to look like a dwarf. I'm already their height, so I just want to kind of bulk up a little
It
bit.
takes an hour.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm still engaged in
He's
conversation.
doing it in front of them.
It's like when like when someone's in a car doing makeup and they're just talking. It's
We
like
were
that.
just told, they're like, all right, these are my new commanding officers. We just put fucking makeup on.
You're just doing dwarf face.
Yeah, I keep peeking out
Jesus.
like the door to be like, okay, and then I'm like scar here maybe.
Okay, so fair enough. Have you guys gone in the tent now at this point? It's just you guys.
Yeah,
kind of
I think
having a
we're in the
discussion?
tent.
Okay, so you're doing your makeup. This tent is a commanding officer's tent. There are a few things that would give that away. A very, very generic battle map, as well as like you guys saw the radio in the one shot, but there is one here, some kind of a magical mechanical device that has like a low like you can hear in the background, as well as like some personal effects. Not really. It looks like maybe like memorabilia from his like wherever he taught. What's up?
I'd like to look at the battle map and based on like the figures and pieces that I see, like infer if we're losing or winning this battle so far.
It's very, very unfilled in currently. There is like
a fog of war.
Kind of. There's like some generic features. I'll give you this. You guys are on a northwestern coast of what appears to be like a large coastline. Directly south of you is a big metropolis city. Directly east of you is a fishing village with a shrine. Southeast of you appears to be some kind of...
Hold on.
Go ahead. Pause.
So you
for
said
note-taking.
east was the fishing village.
With the shrine.
South is the city.
Yep.
Northwest coast is what we're on. And then what was the last part?
Southeast of you is some kind of municipal structure. It just has like tsunami ? Written on it. And then in the center is a big like skull.
Does the radio have an earpiece and like a talking thing, like that kind of thing?
Yeah, I like that better.
I'm gonna put it to my ear.
Oh,
I'm gonna go, Hugh, it's for you. I'm gonna hand it over to him.
Okay, it's currently inaudible. There's like a something.
Oh,
called,
sorry,
like,
I'll dial it
Yeah,
to
okay.
somebody first.
Okay, do you want to do it with purpose, or are you just gonna pick a channel?
I'm just gonna first person he can talk to.
Give me like, oh god, give me like a d20 and just tell me what it is. Just like a straight up luck. Let's see.
18.
Okay, you get a clear voice, and it's people like arranging travel to the beach from like larger landing ships.
Perfect.
And you hear like as you're passing it over, giant crab, and then like you get the receiver.
What do you want me to do?
It's just for you.
Hello.
What? Who is this?
Hey, my name's Hugh.
Hugh, how'd you get this frequency?
I'm in charge here now.
Hugh, put your commanding officer Jason on the line.
Okay, I'm giving it to Jason.
We're the commanding officer.
Jason.
Hey, I don't give it to him. It's my ear.
Jason looks to you like to take the phone, and you don't give it to him. He's like, "Oh, sorry."
Tell them they're all promoted.
It's me, Jason.
No, it's not. Jason taught my kids. I know what his voice sounds like.
It's just a bad frequency.
Okay, say something only Jason would say.
I love Liv.
That was so fast.
There's like you hear like two like women gasp on the other end of the radio, and you hear, "Who told you that?"
Oh, it's because it's me, Jason. That's how I feel.
I know you're. Roll me deception. You know what? Roll me deception with advantage. Go ahead. I really want to see if this works. Oh my god.
Well, it's a 13.
13 will do it.
Oh, that's big.
All right.
Everybody's an idiot
Jason,
here.
I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lack of elevation here or something in the air, or honestly, the concentrated necromancy. You're coming in kind of weird. You sound maybe a little more elastic than usual. There's a reverberance in your voice. That's cool. Now, glad to hear you made it to the beach safe. You do know that people listen to this channel, and perhaps you shouldn't say things like that because that would be against regulations. Yeah?
Yep, understood.
Okay, honey, what can I do for you?
Here, give it back to me.
Why would I?
All right, sorry. Stay on the phone.
It's what you have to click the thing to talk, so like they can't hear you.
Oh, okay. I see.
Maybe ask. I don't know.
Why am I talking to someone right
I
now?
don't know. But we gotta try and squeeze information out of them. So I'm gonna like tap my chin and pace around real quick.
Think this through at all.
Jason and Liv are just watching you guys do this, and he goes, "Do you guys want some to know something? Like I literally will tell you."
I know how to fix this. Give it to me.
All right, I give it to Shark.
I'm gonna click on. Is your refrigerator running?
Hey, Jason, who is this?
Well, you better go catch it, and I'm gonna hang up.
Okay. I think this has got
Price
Liv
is a burden.
howling. Liv is just dying laughing. Jason is not amused.
Question, and I'm gonna be putting the stuff on the disguise, and I'm like, quick question: who's like the strongest dudes in the army? Like, are we the strongest guys now, or are there other big boys?
He kind of goes like this. And he goes, I've only ever seen one other squad of exercisers, led by an ice wizard maybe, old guy.
Okay.
And
interesting.
those guys were bad.
Yeah, of course, it's led by the wizard. That's you know how we typically roll.
They were
Most helpful thing
badass.
we've done in 30 minutes.
I tell you though, I know there are more out there. They just kind of operate
Do you know
separately.
where they were last?
Well, I heard they're being deployed currently to the city to the south. Some kind of mission about a cannon.
Okay. Is there any way to like contact them? Catch a little bit more in this world?
No, they're
Catch
off
up?
the grid.
Interesting. Alrighty. Well,
I think they're maybe, it's hard to tell. Here's the problem, right? That whole recon mission, the retina and the synapses, they're one grid east of us. They have the map data, all the topological data and everything here, including routes of transport and stuff like that. So without that info, this is the best we got. He kind of slaps the battle map. He says, with that, I think I could probably plan you a route. You could figure something out, but a rough guess, maybe it's like a 5-day travel, something like that. It would be a bit, maybe a week on foot. Depends on if you can find transportation or something. Honestly, it really also depends on the deadheads, their reinforcement patterns, those kinds of things. We haven't figured that out yet.
Is there transportation around here?
Not,
Cars?
not exactly. He points to the radio. There's like a part of the dial that you didn't see that's like all red, and he goes, that's the Boy frequency, the high altitude balloon ordnance yeehaws. They're basically a strategic force that, I'm sorry, was something funny?
This is Danny laughing.
Okay.
Now. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Out of character, ha ha.
As soon as I was like, Valaar might be laughing, I had to stop immediately and be like, this is new. Okay. Yes, the high altitude balloon ordnance yeehaws. They're the balloon boys up there. You need help, you call them in. But, shit, I'll have to work on that. You guys should have one of those, I think, by now. The surges, they're how we get some help when times are tough. I'll have someone look into that.
Wait,
But,
so we travel by balloon?
well, that's what I'm saying is I don't think that we have any here already, but it's not out of the realm of possibility that you could get one in the coming days.
Do you guys have anything that is carried by the balloon, like the little passenger area?
You mean like a basket?
Yeah.
That's what they use, yeah. Tactical baskets.
Do we have any that just the baskets, not the balloons?
Oh, no, that would be insane to just have baskets without balloons. What are you talking about?
Well, I figured you guys, maybe the balloons were shot down or something like that.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I mean, we've sent plenty of recon balloons over in this area. You could probably find one maybe a day's walk from here. Maybe even, honestly, every Boy unit carries a spare balloon. They last like a day. You might be able to get lucky.
Pause. We can make Hugh into a balloon.
How am I going to gain altitude?
With heat. Under
yeah, I could.
Which is all blow.
And I have the
You're
ability
just
to...
going to be hurting.
I feel like you'll be in pain.
But I think there
Take
is
a
a good,
damage an hour.
there is a bunch of boats out there on the water. We
It's
could
a fishing
possibly.
village.
Yeah, it's a.
Well,
it's
no, the
gonna be
fishing
on the
village
coast.
is to the east, and that's the coast. We're on the northwest coast. You didn't say a peninsula, correct?
Correct, it's a northwest coast.
So
The
the
drawing you have there is pretty close to what you see.
Yeah, so the fishing shrine is still on land.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Right, but you could take a boat along it.
if
But
We
you
don't
the
know how
fishing village
long we don't know how long the coastline is, or if there's like a peninsula we have to sail around.
well,
which we could do.
You're here, and you've got you know the area presumably pretty well. How long?
Well,
if we took one of these, do you need this? boat?
That's the problem is we don't know this area that well. We got some generalities, but one grid to the east of us, all of our recon data was held up in a recon spike. That mission was critical to this landing, so we were going to send Jesse. He's the best we got as a scout.
He's not the best.
Not
shot
anymore.
Do you
Exactly. You guys want to take that on? That sounds really great to me.
Let's start doing it right now.
Let's bring Jesse.
Well, I think it would be dangerous to travel at night. There's
That's my favorite time to travel.
So I have an idea.
We're better at
Let's get a boat, and I have the ability of motor, like from Valheim. I can make the gust of wind behind the sail, and we can literally go at a very fast speed.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to decide if it would be faster to ride a boat, even if we have to like go around something. If it'd be faster to do that or just walk.
Well, he said 5 days walk to.
Well, he said
No, that's to the city.
One
It's
grid
one
to
day.
the right to
Yeah.
the map.
It's like 1 day.
What
Yeah,
if it's pretty, assuming grid size, I think we just need to step that way.
It's about, I would say it's probably about a half day's travel. Half day's travel of a cautious, perceptive walk, right? You never know when the deadheads are going to be around.
We could always check out the little. Do we want to bring anyone with us? I assume Jesse probably brings.
I think
him with-
technically my orders were to follow you, so if you go there, I would go with you.
No, I
think
changed
we
that
canceled
order. You
those
can stay.
orders
You can stay.
because you need
Cancel.
to keep these guys all planned
Well, you
out.
promoted Jesse to the commanding officer,
we're gonna-
and then also Liv was going with me too, so I'm really confused on what's
Yeah, we're
going
gonna demote Jesse. I vote we take a quick little sleep in the morning, walk to the right.
Sounds good.
Do we want to
Why
bring
are
Jesse though?
Yeah, why are we demoting Jesse?
I think he can
We just
stay-
take these
He
guys
can
with
stay
us.
the same
Same
rank.
rank, yeah.
Are we taking Jesse with us?
I think that's a good idea. He seems like he knew the group that went.
Perfect.
He said he was the one that
We're taking
seems
Jesse.
able.
Sleep. Go.
When
Hold
you
on,
say
before we finish, Just remind me what. Oh, sorry.
You can interrupt, but when you say we're taking Jesse, you hear a loud cheer from outside.
So, what's going on to the southeast again? With the structure and the big wave thing? I never got debriefed on that.
He looks, he does that thing that, people do when they're doing like battle map planning. He puts both hands and he kind of leans over. And he says, well, all we know is there's some kind of municipal shelter down there. Something about tsunamis, a place to hide out. We suspect that enemy resistance will be more difficult as you go further inland. That's about all we know.
Would you go further inland?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Perfect. Thank you. Getting old, sucks.
You guys now hear the sounds of like a large roaring fire outside.
Oh.
I want to go out and talk to. I think my disguise. It's probably been about an hour. My disguise is
If you
finished.
guys would characterize this as a leisurely conversation, sure.
I'm gonna go out and talk to those two little dwarves real quick who were giggling at everything that
Yeah.
Jason was saying.
They see you come out and they get wide-eyed. They are like bleary drunk, and they're like, "Oh,
Hello, how's it going? How's it going?
hello!" You're all talking like this.
I can't help but tell you were giggling at everything that guy was saying.
Whoa, you're tankardless! And he reaches behind himself, and pulls out another tankard, and,
Oh, your butt tanker, thank you very much.
and he has a tankard, and he pours like bad beer into yours, and his is not any emptier. Endless tankard.
Oh, well, that's great.
I'm gonna pour it out. I'm gonna put a little bit of whatever I got in my backpack in there and be like, yeah, great stuff.
Why were you giggling at what the commanding officer was saying?
Well, the commanding officer, he's a funny guy. All 6 of them.
Oh, well, no, I mean the little Jason fellow.
Oh, no, Jerry. Oh, yes, Jason's a good guy. I seen him split a bonehead with nothing more than 2 fingers. Oh, and there's more of the beers ending up on the floor.
You were giggling and laughing at him so much I thought he... You were giggling and laughing at him. I figured he wasn't deserving of the position, or he wasn't...
No!
I figured he was kind of like a laughing stock, like a... You couldn't trust the laddie.
We're doing that now.
Drunk
No, he's a pirate.
It's like a drunk board meeting
The
question.
other dwarf steps up.
But that's Scottish. That's Irish.
The other dwarf steps up. Oh, landlubbers. No, Jason be a fine pirate on the sea.
Well, I'm glad.
I can't do it.
We actually just got an insight into like Scottish courtroom. That's a leading
Well,
question.
it's good to hear.
It's a leading question.
Good lord.
Right. Okay. Lars. We never make him walk the plank.
And what about that live lady?
Oh, fine lass. Seen her take a deadhead down at 1,000 paces.
Well, let me ask you another thing. Is there anyone here who isn't a fine person? Is there anyone here who's...
They both kind of wipe some tears from their eyes. They're both settling down, and then they point to the dark part of the beach where you see the lighter.
Oh, what are they doing over there?
And they kind of look at each other. Oh, a lot of drugs, and they just throw more beer back.
Oh, and so you don't like them for that?
No, that's fine. They just in a battle they're usually too high to help. Honestly, it's a miracle they lived through this.
Okay.
Probably they would have died if you guys didn't wrap that up so quickly. Oh, hey, walking the plank.
Oh, okay. Very good.
Thank you for making me do Scottish pirates.
Yeah.
Good.
That was good.
I want to give him a commending and a command, though.
What?
Commendation?
I would put my hands on their shoulders and be like, congratulations. You just been promoted. You just been promoted.
They look at each other like, who the fuck are you?
I'm the commanding officer.
There's no dwarves on command.
I'm the damn commanding officer of this dang ship.
We're on the land.
Forgot you're in costume.
You're in costume.
Yeah.
Okay. They kind of look at each other and then,
I do like the Gordon Ramsay 24 hours in hell and back. So I start taking off the disguise. I was actually
Spent an
that
hour
little.
putting on that one just to rip it off immediately.
Well, I got the information I wanted out of them, and it worked.
that's fucking great.
You did get a lot of insight points.
Well, I figured it would be like, these guys would be like, actually, that guy fucking sucks.
For
That's
those
why
of
we
you
were
at home
laughing
who
at
can't
him.
see this, he is literally crying from laughing so hard.
I couldn't think of. I did Scottish at first, and I was like, I lost it.
That's incredible. I think once you take off the disguise, they like get a little sober and they go, oh, we gotta write home about this. What's our new title?
That's a good question.
Or is it a medal? We love medals.
I don't have any medals on me. Here, we'll give you a celebratory drink. And I'm going to make it.
No.
I
Okay.
got an idea, and I'm going to grab. So, did we decide if sand's inorganic, right?
We decided to go on vibes for dirt. Sand,
Would definitely be inorganic, right?
well, sometimes it's made out of shells and stuff. I'm going inorganic because it's more likely to be that case.
Okay, let me
Okay.
find here.
So you're going to just pick up some sand and...
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, so I got an idea. Let me roll that. That is a 12.
Ooh, I don't know that you... Oh, that's clever. I don't know that you... Oh, I think you used it on a goblin maybe one time.
It was one. I think it was the big worm. Is this one orange?
It can be. What do you have written down there? I'll let you know. We called it oof, ouchie, owie.
Oh, I have super stinky written down, which may be the organic one.
That is organic.
Okay.
Okay, and then you have your next table.
Alrighty. Let me roll that d12 real quick. A 3,
A 3.
which is kind of nice.
Oh, you did this one already.
Yeah.
Okay. You know a resultants table. Do you want to modify one up or down?
No, I'll just leave the. Actually, yeah. Let me knock it up to 2 or down to 2.
Okay. Wow, this is actually really funny. Okay, so you have a like brown, almost like slushy drink. Mm-hmm. And you have one?
It's a 2 on the second table.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have one drink for the two of them. Is that what you're giving them a drink to share?
Well, I'm gonna give it to him and be like, throw it into the sky. It's gonna make a big explosion. It's gonna look great to celebrate your promotion.
Okay, so here's what happens. One of them just grabs it and they're having a rockin' good time, and they just hurl it over towards like the bonfire crowd.
Whoa, not that way.
Well, they threw it up and it
Okay.
comes down because what goes up eventually
Must come
come down. Correct. It hits someone and it spills all over them, and then there's like a big crazy party happening around this like bonfire. You see this person start to like itch, like itching powder, and then you might not be able to hear them over like the good time. They are clearly screaming in pain. As like, give me a perception check. Let's see what you can see from
Hey,
here.
well,
This is so funny.
that is 18, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
The first effect is like their skin almost takes on a sandpaper
Oh, I do
characteristic.
remember this. Yeah.
And then the second effect is like minor like plates of armor appear, like magic armor, and they end up looking like the Thing from Fantastic Four. And they're going, oh! Just screaming.
Well, you were supposed to throw that towards the water, but
No, the water is sacred and precious. You said up.
should have commanded you to listen to me more, I guess.
I'm gonna walk over to the guy who looks like the Thing and put my hand on his shoulder and say, "You're now a commanding officer."
He goes, oh!
You've been.
He's just screaming.
I'm gonna
Okay.
look at the two guys and be like, "You have been demoted."
They look crushed.
All right, I'll promote you halfway.
They look hopeful.
Yeah. Maybe if you fight good in this next fight, you'll go all the way up.
Oh, we can do that. And they produce like axes from seemingly nowhere, because that's how dwarves work. And they just pull them out and they're like, now?
No, I'm
Oh.
gonna go to sleep, I think.
Well, we're going to go collect shells by the seashore. And they kind of walk towards the beach.
Okay, that's cute, I guess.
Are there
Okay.
beds around?
There is like plenty of tents that are being set up that are like residential tents.
Cool. You guys want to sleep and then head out in the morning?
Sounds good.
Yep.
Does Jesse know he's coming with us? Hey, Jesse,
Jesse.
you're coming with.
Before we go, as we're like laying in bed, I'd like to do an insight check on water being sacred, or if I've heard of that in my travels or anything like that.
Well, I'm not even going to make you roll for that. Of course you have. I mean, you've definitely seen water deities are so common, right? Whether it's because the sea provides, or kind of like the Mother Ocean vibe. It's just a question of like what you find in this place. Are you trying to learn if like
What kind of deity would be strong enough to create tsunamis?
I don't even need you to roll for that. I would even say like minor ocean deities would have some amount of ability to do like a tidal wave or even a bad storm. Now, if you're asking me tsunamis for like what you want to do for like the whole grid that would like get to almost that place, give me like you have like a knowledge religion, something like that. Or even like a general, I think insight is okay since you've seen the map as well. He's rolling dice.
26.
Okay. You are connecting some dots. You believe that a deity powerful enough to make a tsunami that would threaten the city to where they'd have to put this kind of shelter in that place would be strong enough to meet the criteria of your current mission. Indeed. Now, you guys are telling Jesse that Jesse's coming with you. As you're walking up to Jesse, you hear the two drunken dwarves go, "Holy shit! There's deadheads out here, and they're talking?"
Do you guys want to go investigate?
Go
I'll
investigate.
go
that.
in there too.
Hugh, you were the last one to leave the tent, and as you kind of like, everyone's filing out and you pick your way out, you take a second to look back as you've got the screenplay on your mind. And what you see is the two of them kind of give each other a look, catch you lingering, and make space again.
All right, have fun, you two.
Liv gives a smile. Jason is horrified. But you guys head over to the beach to see what the dwarves are up to. There is a what appears to be freshly turned corpse of a almost like a farm-looking boy. You guys recognize him from from a previous encounter where Ego, the warrior with several katanas and a disdain for life, was talking to his best friend Kenny, who had recently passed away. Kenny said, "My body is under a lander, I'm going to turn," and Ego did nothing about it. So Kenny is there, fully animated, and he's like, and he appears to be assembling something. The dwarves are not having it. They're going to run at him and axe him, and they're charging across the sand. What do you guys do?
He's just building something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop him.
All right, give me your best.
Halt.
The dwarves literally fall over in the sand. What a fucking bonehead!
Let him cook.
He's not cooking anything.
Just be patient. Turn around and watch what he does.
Okay, Kenny has gotten a piece of wood from one of the landers that has crashed and is beginning to sand it down in places and smooth it out to the point where he ultimately makes a long piece of wood with a little spike on the bottom, and he sticks it in the sand and he goes, he's watching the ocean now.
Did he just try to claim this beach?
No, he's making a surfboard.
That'd be cool. That'd be pretty sick.
And he kind of looks over at you guys and crosses his arms.
Who are you? It was worth a shot.
Do you understand us?
He points to the board. He goes, nah.
Tap your left ear if you can understand us.
There's no ear.
That was also his right side.
I think he understands, though.
But yeah, I mean, we're getting weird mixed signals here.
Yeah.
I think he's lying to us. There's got to be something we can learn about them, right?
There's gotta be.
Wait. Have we seen this guy before? Or heard about him?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is his friend, Ego's friend.
Kenny.
Kenny is Ego's friend.
Mm-hmm.
That's Kenny.
Hey, Kenny. Hey, Ego.
Yeah,
you wanna-
Ego, come here.
Yeah.
Ego isn't currently visible. Give me, if anyone wants to guess where he might be, give me a perception check. Just to see if you see him.
16, I think?
Nat 20.
Whoa. Nice. I'll give it to you. Ego is in the dark part of the beach where the lighters are going.
I'm gonna run over and grab Ego.
Okay, you see Stewie there, and she's miming a bear when you arrive, and then she's like, "Oh, what?" And then you literally just grab him by the collar.
Yeah.
Okay, you grab him, you just drag him, and he goes, "This is pointless. What are we doing? What is this? Nothing matters."
Come look at Kenny.
Kenny's dead.
No,
He went
Kenny's
to-
alive. Come see him.
No, Kenny
He's
doesn't.
right
matter.
over that hill.
Kenny has gone on to the, and then as soon as you go, you're pulling him over, telling him. He sees Kenny's body, and he goes, "Oh fuck, I was supposed to take care of that."
Yeah.
What is he doing?
I don't know, but he definitely understands us.
All right, with you.
Go next to him and talk to him.
All right. And then he walks up slowly, cautiously, and as soon as he starts to approach, the zombie goes, "Argh!" And he grabs the board and he waves him off. And he goes, I don't really know what he's doing. None of this really matters anyway, man. But like maybe he's like looking for meaning beyond death, you know? Like that'd be cool.
Should we kill Kenny?
Not hurt nobody.
Yeah.
We could ask him some yes or no questions.
We're really
Since
gonna
he
kill
kind of
Kenny?
understands
Kind of
us.
does, yeah.
We're really gonna kill Kenny. We're really gonna do that.
Hey Kenny, are you nice? And raise your right arm if it's a yes, and your left arm if it's a no.
And he drops the board.
I'm gonna grab the board.
You run forward to grab the board. Give me like we'll just do a contested dexterity so you can get it.
Okay.
He got a 4.
I got a 14.
Oh, okay, you've stolen it from him. He goes, and then he points to the waves and he starts to make another board.
I think you're right. He wants to make a surfboard. I'll give this back if you answer a couple questions.
And he points to you, the board, and then the waves, and then him, the new board he's making, and then the waves.
You have to surf with
I
him.
was gonna say I think he wants to surfs up.
And then he points to all of you guys.
1 second, I'm looking at ways to cheat.
He's making the board, so you have a few minutes to put a plan together. Ego speaks up. Actually, Kenny's dream was always to surf, man. He was so excited for this beach.
Oh, I'll let him out there to surf.
Well, Kenny also was a nice guy, but whatever this thing is, it looks like he's not cool with you surfing in the same water. So probably it's a turf thing.
Well, he pointed at me and then pointed at the water.
I think that was a challenge.
Well, yeah, I'm going to challenge him. Yeah, it's DreamWorks, but yeah. No, wait, it's Blue Sky.
Do I hear any of this from my
Yeah.
camp?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come out.
Okay.
Like, what the? I just hear this man grunting. Basically.
Yeah. I think there's a small crowd of people watching now at this point because this is like insane what's happening.
All right, I'm going to cast Jump.
Okay.
And just in case I fall off, I'm just going to fucking like get back on it.
Okay.
And then I'm also going to cast Prepare, where is it? Misty Step.
Kenny sees that you're like doing something. He's not smart enough to comprehend, and he is just taking a piece of metal and hammering his own bone foot into the board.
Okay.
Okay.
That's fine. He can still crash.
He breaks his hip and starts pedaling out on the waves.
I gotta
Just
be
go.
honest.
Huh?
I feel like we might be trying to get blood from a stone right now. I don't know that we're getting much from this guy.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
you guys
joining
can
in on the
just-
surf.
Okay, are you going surfing?
I'm seeing surfing happening. I gotta.
What's
do
your
it.
plan?
I'm gonna fucking surf, dude.
Just
There's no extra surfboard. There's only 2 right now. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I thought he was making an extra one. Oh,
He's paddling out on it right
never
now.
mind.
we can just not
get
do
creative.
this too. That's probably going to keep him
So,
busy.
he's paddling out
Yeah,
on
I
it.
guess
You
we
just
can
leave.
just let him surf and go to bed.
Yeah, like there's nothing stopping us. We can probably build him a little cage to
I'm
put
sure
him in later.
He'll probably do nothing bad while we're asleep tonight.
I'm gonna surf. If they're going to bed, I'm gonna surf.
Okay.
I'll wait a little bit and then I'll go to bed.
I'm gonna go sleep.
I'll wait for him to get done surfing.
He is out there like a good ways in between kind of all the landers coming in. There's like a little bit of space. The current is getting funneled into this area. There's some great surf because all the other boats are blocking it. And so he gets out like a ways where he would be like right behind the waves as they're forming to like get in. And he's like turns back around and he goes, he's like reaching for you.
That's romantic. I guess I'll. Do I look? I'm gonna look around real quick. Is there like a cage or something nearby? I mean, it's like a. Well, there's like a. It's like a.
You rolled a
military
16 on the
camp.
perception earlier. I will
Okay.
tell you there are just no random cages around.
Oh damn! I didn't know if they had like hounds or something they could put something in.
Well, maybe, but not currently. This is still hour 5 or 6 or 7 of the massive army has taken the beach. So things are coming in are food and ammunition, basically, like more of those crystals, guns, pulses, tents, infrastructure.
Okay, then I'll surf with this guy, I guess.
Okay. How are you doing this? Are you relying on your dexterity or?
I will do. Let me check my thing real quick. I'm so one with nature. Could it perhaps be a nature check?
Sure cannot.
Okay. But what about if I'm doing this to fucking live? It's a survival check because I don't want to fall in this water and drown.
We can talk about what the I don't want to fall in the water and drown check is if we get there.
We can also go out together because I have vehicle proficiency in water, and we could surf together because you're small enough.
That'd be cute. I could get on your shoulders and we could.
Yeah, we could literally.
I do think at this point
Like
he's
Lilo and
been
Stitch.
here hopeful enough. You would see him being like, I
Yeah.
really want to do this. And if you guys want to come up with that plan, that sounds good to me. The 2-man team.
And I think you won't die this way.
Yeah. I have Misty Step prepared so that if something happens to this dang board, we just fucking jump back to the beach.
Perfect.
Okay, let's go to Owlbear. I feel like we can just reuse this other map and throw some surf on it. You guys, I think, are already on the bottom side if you want to grab yourselves. Okay, gentlemen, it is Zombies Don't Surf time. As you guys are paddling your way out to catch the absolutely radical gnar that you'll be shredding here on the purple waves of the Black Shore, you guys turn and you see now, and all of you on the beach are kind of in the front of this, most of the party has stopped partying and is here to watch this ridiculous surf contest. You hear things from the shore of like, get that bonehead! Teach him that zombies don't surf! Yeah, get him! Come on, that's my commanding officer! Oh, cheers! People are throwing shit. What's up?
Maritime law says that I have to put a light on the front of my vessel. I'm going to cast light.
Okay. I think there's like a lodged finger bone from like where he was like fixing it, and you can light that up. So the tip of your surfboard is lit up. I love this for you guys. I would like a initiative roll, because this is when you see the giant crabs emerging from the water, and we are going to combat. I was not expecting to do the crab fight today. Here we go. Giant crab. Okay, have you guys updated your initiatives? And if you have, can you guys say them out loud so that Jesse can do that cool thing where he puts them over your head, and invariably someone says 21?
15.
18.
19.
14.
18.
19.
Okay. The crab / skellies get a 16. I see Drew pinned all the initiatives on one of these skeletons. I love that. Okay, you guys are about to begin this big surf contest, and you see, like, rising out of the waves, a massive, like, car-sized, like, crab and thing, and it's coming to, like, reach over at you. Kenny looks angry, and he goes, "Ah!" And he points to the crab, and then he points to the surfboard like he's challenging it to a surf contest. However, 7, you were first to go. There's a giant undead crab emerging from the waves, and it is clearly going for your two friends, as well as Kenny, I guess, which is kind of more important. Obviously, everybody loves Kenny. Ego's pissed. Ego's going to go probably last in the order. What do you do?
I'm gonna I guess I see it first. I'm gonna shoot frostbite at it.
Okay.
Yes, that's a 19 finally.
Let's go.
And then that's a Constitution saving throw from you.
Yes. What is the save DC that you have? Oh, all of our players have leveled up to level 5. We are real adventurers now, and all of our stats have gone up as well. So what is your new Constitution saving throw?
14.
14.
The spell save DC?
Yes.
Yeah, 14.
14. Well, it is a giant undead crab, which are very hardy. However, I rolled a total of a 9. So what happens?
At first I'm kind of aiming at the water around it to try and immobilize it, but I guess it creeps up to it and does a little bit of damage.
Yeah, you hear that like classic ice crystallizing sound.
And it takes 6 cold damage.
Okay, that's cool. I love tokens editor token uploads humanoid is Ego, and he'll go last. It takes 6 points of cold damage, but that is not all. What else happens?
It gets disadvantage on its next weapon attack roll.
Indeed.
When Chase actually hits something, it's awesome.
All right. He's being restrained in the waves by this water. He's coming out. He's emerging to try and grab you guys, but the ice is literally freezing to him as he's reaching out. Foray, you're up.
I'm just going to pull out the staff and say Cavendish and drop it in the anaconda.
Okay, you drop
Drowns
Cavendish.
him.
And I know it has 30 feet, so it's not drowning.
Oh.
And it's huge, so it can just poke its head up.
Yeah, okay. You put Cavendish on the ground right in front of you.
Would you
What
like
else?
to roll initiative for it? Because that's it.
Let's have Cavendish act with you. I think that's what Drew did last time, and I think for simplicity's sake, with some of these combats that are coming up, we're going to have even more enemies. Let's just do that. I know you used a hot dog. I believe I would like to use this dog.
Wait, I actually know I have something for him. I apologize.
Perfect.
You haven't seen it yet. Yes, new thing for you to see.
I love new things.
All right, I can put it on the map.
Okay. Oh. The suspense is killing me.
Well, I didn't know you were going to wait for me. I apologize. Hold on.
No problem. We can keep it going.
He's right.
Oh my god!
He's too big. He's too big.
Only barely, though. Did you draw this?
Yes.
That's incredible. Okay, I think you dropped him right in front of you, right? So he's, yeah, he kind of like does this creature, this staff materializes into an enormous, huge bananaconda. And he goes, Cavendish, and drops the staff, and there's just that like deep vacuuming sound of water being pulled and pushed, and goes, and like a giant cannonball of water appears. And Cavendish, this is pretty deep water. His head is over it, and he's like there, like looming over the crab and you guys as kind of like your muscle. So he appears. He can take an attack now if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I assume you have the stats still.
Yep. It's like the Unagi in Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I would have compared him to like a Bananas Foster. That's what he looks like to me. What?
Or like a snake.
A little bit of snake. He's a snake.
Snake. 17?
A 17 will hit the giant hulking crab.
I got chased with
Only barely.
Only barely.
It is a literal crab.
I'm a literal crab.
Oh.
Okay.
I
don't know. I don't know why I said
I was going to say, you do be looking like a sea snack there, brother.
14.
14 damage?
Yeah.
What is it, like a bite?
Yeah.
Okay, he chomps on you, hear like the cracking of the shell as Cavendish reaches down and bites on it.
It is piercing damage. I don't know if that matters for a crab with a massive exoskeleton.
It does not in this case, but thank you for that.
Idiot crab.
Idiot crab. How dare he not expect a bananaconda?
I will in my turn.
Yes.
Is all of the ice or all of the water between us and the crab ice now?
No, it's not that much ice. It's mostly like localized around the crab.
Okay, then I'm just gonna.
Don't forget you have long arms.
Yeah, but how deep's the water?
Out there where they're at, pretty deep, but like that first lander on the left is fully beached. So I think you go half speed in the water up to that point, and then that would be enough for you to reach it.
All right, so I will get onto that lander. I have boots of speed, and my movement speed moved up to 40 at level 5. So I can move 8.
Oh yeah, you could even run all the way up to it with that if you want.
Yeah, so let me just
Nice.
make sure. I'll get like there.
Cool. Normally those landers have pretty thick walls. This particular one took a beating. Most of the walls are gone because it was one of the first. So you could easily reach it from that platform.
Perfect. I'm gonna hit it with my axe. I'm gonna use Great Weapons Master.
Now let me ask you a question. Are you
Yep.
going to hit it once?
Oh, I pick now. Yeah, I get a second
You
attack
just get to
at
do it.
level 5.
Yeah, you just get to do it. So
Okay,
2 attacks, yeah?
Roll both.
You don't have to, but one at a time is cool. I'm mostly highlighting the fact that we're getting stronger because no one's died. Even though I wanted to kill you last game, but I escaped.
Yeah, actually, it's 15, 22 minus 5 is 17.
17 is exactly enough.
Oh shit, that's scary. That got lucky.
It is a literal crab.
All right, so first attack hits, and I'm gonna go as fast as I can. I swear.
This is the part of the game where we watch him roll dice. And we wonder, will this be 80 damage? 800 damage? I don't know, I'd believe him. Barbarians are nature's most terrifying natural predator, except for the fact when you feed them hot dogs, they become even more ferocious. Yes, do you have numbers?
27. I forgot to rage. Oh no, I used my bonus action.
27. 27. Was that one attack?
That was one attack.
Okay, 27 on one attack. Got it.
Second attack is the same exact roll.
Okay.
So then damage. 14, 24, 25, 26, 27.
Again?
Yep.
Huh. Okay. This giant bananaconda bites, and you see like a little cracked area as the bananaconda kind of recoils again and tries to go for another bite. You slam your axe twice into the same spot, crack, crack, and like there is a loud and immediate like thundering blow into this thing, and you like this attack almost nearly kills this crab. It is very close to death, and we will move to Hugh. Actually, there are a bunch of open wounds on this crab, and it is looking like the 2 combination attacks have almost defeated this thing.
I probably won't bother going inside of it. Then I'll just run on over and slap it with the rapier, I guess.
Okay. Is your plan to also go through the water?
Yeah.
You can. It will take you about double speed to get there because it's water. What's your plan?
Well, what if I shape self so that I can just
Be longer. That works. You also have your bonus action to run twice as fast.
Oh, true.
Your choice.
Your move, Yugi. Your move, Yugi.
I'll just use the bonus action to make it over there.
Okay. You tear off at a great clip. Make your attack.
All right, here comes the rapier. Eek. Unlucky. That's an 11.
Ooh, an 11 won't do it. But I think, don't you get advantage if it's being threatened by someone else?
Do I?
I believe we had discussed that because you are a sneaky, sneaky rogue.
All right. It's a 9.
A 9 will not do it. 9 on the dice?
It was a 1 on the dice.
I see. I think in this moment, the water's a bit much for you. You've had a long day. It's partially decomposing your half sugar body, and you forget to be more hippo than sugar in the water. It's not really great for you, but
Yeah, it's tough.
you are there. If it does get a chance to move, that might be relevant. Well, it gets to go, which I'm very excited about. It is going to make 2 attacks with its claws. However, it is partially obscured by ice. The creature, now seeing a large group of threats, decides that Foray, the snake, while utterly terrifying, is nothing compared to Shark. And it kind of wheels around and tries to just go for like a big sweeping claw attack on Shark.
Also, you get advantage since I recklessly attacked.
Thank you. I like advantage.
Metagamer.
So it cancels out the disadvantage.
You're right. And the first roll was a 17.
Yep, that sure hits.
17 hits. Wow, that's great. You take... Oh, that's so many dice.
As he's swinging, can I rage because I'm so mad he's attacking me?
Weren't you already raging?
No, I forgot.
Oh, then no?
I think we had said that we assumed your first attack was...
Yeah, I thought you said that specifically. I thought you said...
No, I said I forgot to rage, but I had used my bonus action for Boots of Speed.
Oh, then no.
So I couldn't.
Nope, the rules, man.
Yep.
The rules. And me holding you accountable with the rules has let me roll an amazing 8 on all of these dice, which is so staggeringly lucky. So you take 8 points of slashing damage as a claw gets you. I'm going to make a second attack.
I'm going to stand there and be like, that really did not hurt.
I were just slaughtering his Kingler.
Yeah.
Pretty much is a king.
Danny pointed out I missed some damage on my rolls. So if I die, it's on me.
Fair enough. That is how things be. There are no retcons in D&D. When your character is dead, there's no chance. Anyway, I am really having fun because a 22 will probably hit you.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad to be back and rolling all these D10s. Oh, that's better. 24 points of slashing damage. And this time, he's got
fun
you.
of it on the first hit.
He's got you, and he's like picking you up off the ground at this point. So you're in a massive claw.
Are you grappled?
Is Hemp's turn.
Is he grappled?
I see
Yes.
him grabbed, and I'm like, oh no! And I cast. This creature's probably not very wise, is it?
It is a giant zombie crab.
I figured. Well,
Do you think it has a PhD in something? Like, where
Well,
we
he's
go?
getting hypnotically patterned.
Okay, what does that do?
He just can't do anything
I
for like 10 turns or
I
something.
believe there's a save of some kind.
It's a wisdom saving throw, but if
I
he wants
see.
to knock that one out of the park, he can go for it.
Wisdom it is quite good at. So I rolled a 2 on the dice. That gives me a 2 overall.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, he is stuck. Let me double check. I think he gets a...
Wait, that means he has 10 wisdom. That's not too bad.
Yeah, he does have 10
He's
wisdom.
pretty wise.
Yeah,
for-
so
for
does
an
the
crab.
average
Crab.
intelligence.
Crabs live
So
a
does
long
my
time.
snake.
And then let me check distance real quick. As fun as it is to be over here with my friend Foray, I am going to Misty Step onto this over here.
So, quick question. I think that's 2.
Oh, that is level spells. Never mind. I
Yes,
forgot it's
Drew
level.
said it was cool. I think
don't want to.
Stick to the rules.
Real quick, do you remember what hypnotic pattern does to them? They are charmed and fully incapacitated and can't move.
True. Yeah.
So it literally can't do anything.
Yeah.
What does your hypnotic pattern look like?
It's like, you know, the things where it's like that white and black like spinning thing. It's like like trying to hypnotize them.
And then like his little eyes on stalks are going woo.
Yeah, they're like spinning around like a little cartoon.
Does he drop me or no?
Yeah, he's fully incapacitated. You just land back on the lander. If it takes damage or someone else like snaps it
Yeah,
out,
if you
it
guys
will
hit it.
lose the spell. But he is on his last crab legs at this point. So
Looking like Mr. Krabs when he loses his shell.
pretty much, Valaar is up next if you're done.
Yeah, I do believe so. Yeah.
Okay.
Kill Valaar.
Get
I'm gonna
him.
sprout my little wings and fly on over.
End it.
God, he's
You hear like a loud like rising cheer, like oh.
I don't know. I'm gonna swing at him. I don't know if I can hit a 17.
He's fully incapacitated, which means you just crit him. He's incapacitated. Yes. So you don't even roll to hit. You just roll double damage because
Oh, wait, you don't have to roll to hit
he
him?
can't defend himself in any way because
Oh,
he's
shit.
fully incapacitated.
I'm playing.
Which is such a fun status effect.
It's so good. I'm playing Kerncraft 500 or 2000 or whatever it is.
Are you doing like a visualization in the background for like the?
I'm changing the pattern in the sky to just now it's like a cool fucking dance effect.
All right,
It's
cool.
like a little ballroom.
It's 17 damage
Okay.
for the first attack.
How do you do it? He had 4 health.
I would fly over and probably like land on his head and find one of the holes from one of his punctures and just like take my sword and drive it straight down
Nice.
into his head.
So you hear that rising cheer go, oh, and then you land and you go and you do the step and they go, oh, and, and then like down it goes. It sinks in. Do you want to stay on it while it sinks in or no?
I think I'm feeling kind of dramatic, so I'm gonna like sink under the water with it and like wait a moment to make everyone be like, and then I'm gonna like fly straight out of the water with my sword in my
This
hand.
is the part where I need
We're just getting gaslit by.
I need acrobatics or athletics checks from you two because the water getting pulled in is going to start the surf competition.
Yeah, can I get advantage of since I have water vehicle? No, I get proficiency bonus.
Could this be because it's my second, like it's not the same turn, could I just Misty Step out of here?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, I'm
this
just
is one round later.
Yeah,
I'm literally
okay.
on the water vehicle. Do I get
immediately.
do I get a proficiency
Yeah.
bonus
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah.
Well, he's still doing the competition.
Yeah,
I'm
this,
like,
I would call canonically. I know this is going to be controversial. A surfboard is a water vehicle.
I would agree it is literally
I don't think
a
that's
water
controversial.
I think it's quite controversial.
sorry.
vehicle. Is it really?
No.
I was gonna, okay.
not in a vehicle.
What
You
other
never
kind of
know.
vehicle
People
would
get
it
upset
be?
He's just in motion. He's not in a vehicle.
The hypnotic,
There's no. Sorry.
the hypnotic pattern's now playing Valaar fan cams on it.
Yeah. So it's like all the like majestic shots of you like on the jumbotron. You come.
It's like the Las
scream-
Vegas sphere.
Yeah. You come
playing.
screaming out of the water. You're on the sphere. What's up?
11. But I am clinging to the surfboard.
You are clinging to the surfboard. The question is, does Kenny beat you in the surfing competition? Kenny is a zombie.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Oh, I haven't said the results. Now hold on. You've rolled an 11. Are you going to try and give yourself an advantage?
Well, yeah, dude. I'm gonna have the banana kind of go under me.
Like to help?
Kenny's an idiot.
That was not
Wait.
You're just
I mean,
assuming.
Roll
with
the
the
advantage
with the other dice, roll
Okay.
the other one. We should have done this in the first place.
Okay.
This is for all the surf turf, for all the glory, for all the marbles. Can you defeat a recently resurrected regular person in a contest of surfing?
It's only +8.
Okay. He gets a -2, so
Oh, it's a 7.
7.
I thought it was a 1 for a second.
15 total.
I thought that was a one.
I was about to say,
too.
I
oh
would say like,
no!
wow.
He gets a -2 as a zombie. So if he gets a 17, we got to talk. But if it's an 18 or higher, you lose. Oh. In an unbelievable display. You destroy the crab. Oh, Hugh, can you also give me a dexterity saving throw because there's a giant wave happening?
And the ones are really coming in hot.
That was another natural one.
Yeah, there's another one, so that's an 8.
Okay, I think you get sucked into the water, rushing into this creature's shell. So like you end up just being like into the crab. Like when this goes down, Valaar, you come screaming out of the water. There's a big wave. Cavendish is helping you surf. Kenny gets thrown off his board, embarrassingly. This is too much for his like stapled ankle to handle. You win the surf contest. Everybody on the beach is cheering, and ultimately Kenny never comes back up. But you do see his leg still nailed to the board when it comes like back on shore. People are high-fiving you. Ultimately, Hugh, you can find your way out. There's nothing other than a little crab-based humiliation. There's nothing that happens to you badly.
I'm gonna
what do you do?
pick up the board with his foot and just say, "He died as he lived." Well, he was already dead, but he died a second time. That is how he lived. And then I'm gonna throw it back in the ocean.
Okay, the board kind of like washes out to sea like a Viking funeral or whatever. And it just
I light it on fire using like a
Produce flame.
yeah, exactly. You guys are just roasting it, burning it, and then kind of catches on fire and goes whatever. You are here being celebrated by the people. What do you guys do?
I'm sticking my staff down in the water like, Hugh, grab on. Get on, grab a hold.
I've already floated to land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I'm just still there.
Dude, give me a stealth check.
16.
Okay, 16 is good enough. With all this chaos happening and your comedic series of goofs, you're like, okay, and you hide under the waves and you get back to the shore. No one saw any of that.
Nice. Cool.
You're looking for him. He's just not there.
Yeah. Like, I'll get you out.
I'm gonna Cavendish, and then I'm gonna pull the staff to me.
Okay. After you kind of get back to shore with Cavendish's help, you pull the staff.
I was gonna say I can just
yeah,
force.
with the force. So Cavendish turns into driftwood basically, and then you see it fly out and he catches it.
and then I'm gonna go to bed.
And then you're gonna go to bed. I think this is a great place to call the party in a break, at least. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay, we're back. We just had an incredible surf competition with a singular dead sweet boy who just wanted to surf and was handily defeated by giant serpent, giant crab, and Hemp's ingenuity at making a surfboard and then leaving Foray to surf alone. After the competition, you guys have elected, now that you've been celebrated here on the beach, everyone clearly knows not only are you powerful, have divine magic, but you got some style and some flair as well. I heard talks of going to bed. What is the strategy for the remaining hours of the party?
I think Valaar's kind of reveling in the glory, if you will, of the moment. So he's going to go hit the beer kegs
Okay.
pretty heavy and then maybe break down some dance moves.
Like, we're really seeing it.
Wait, dancing?
Yeah, no, I think he's starting to loosen up a little bit.
Wait a minute. Okay, there's so the two dwarves from earlier, as well as an orc and like a tough, like blonde with like missing an eye. They're all kind of at the beer kegs, just sitting there like giving rough talk as the party kind of returns back to normal. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna wild shape back into the giant crab, and I'm sparring with the soldiers, like reenacting the battle, like,
Okay.
retelling, like, oh yeah, and then I.
Do you look like a mecha crab?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a crab rave.
Okay.
Looks like the crab we rode with Dolph.
Oh yeah. True.
I'll,
Go ahead.
I'll cast Minor Illusion, and while he's doing like the Be Valaar experience, I'll be doing like a miniature version, like a miniature recreation of the fight, like with like Minor Illusion.
Like the Star Wars.
Yeah, the
like,
Star Wars
claymation.
holograms.
Like a little like Lego version of it.
You?
I'll probably ignore all the festivities and go to sleep.
Okay, we'll come back to that. Shark, Foray,
I'm in bed.
sleeping.
I'm going to go over and spar with the giant crab.
Okay, I think you then, both of you guys are going to bed. Do you just find an open like rack of bunks, go together? Are you alone?
I just kind of wandered off after drifting ashore again and found something to make my little nest.
Okay,
Go to sleep.
you're just kind of sleeping on the shoreline.
Like when a dog goes to bed and it like gets down and
little
goes in a
hippo.
circle and kind of plops.
You look like sea jelly, just like sitting there, like washed up on shore.
I think I would try to find like an empty tent,
Sure, there's plenty.
and I would just.
All right, you hit the rack. You guys are having the Be the Valaar experience. There's a line all the way back to the bonfire. Valaar, you have a crowd as well. Honestly, all of you do. I think if you hadn't rolled that stealth, even you would have, but no one has seen you. Foray, people I think kind of see they're going to bed, they leave you be. In this party that's going on, Valaar, you are here now in the main area. You can see that Liv is now returning to Jason's tent and is walking in, and there are no lights on in the tent. But you're here with Bonk, Gronk, and the other like tough blonde guy, and they're all telling like the most outlandish one-uppy stories. Oh yeah? Well, there were 11 skeletons in mine, and I killed them all with one of their own toothpicks. And then the next one, 12 in mine, and I used an air duster. And like, eventually, the tales get to you. What do you say?
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to use my Radiant Soul. I'm going to like just explode into like angelic light, and my like angelic wings are gonna come out, and my eyes are glowing like gold. And then I'm just gonna like grab a keg under my arm and fly like over to the dance floor. Okay.
Are you dancing and flying, or are you gonna land?
No, I'm gonna land, and then I don't know if Valaar's ever danced before, so it's like as white boy, like no hips as you can think of, but he's just kind of like grooving by himself in the dance floor. Like,
Well, you
ignoring everybody.
have a literal wingspan, so I think people are giving you space to figure this out. Do you want to roll for it?
Sure, it's a 15 of whatever you think
That's
it
not
is.
bad. I feel like that's pretty good. And maybe it's the cheap.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the
boogieing
shitty keg of beer that you're throwing back, but
Yeah.
so you found some amount of celestial rhythm and you're learning it. I think you get a lot of like curious onlookers, and eventually like people are picking up different instruments and trying to like play around what you're actually doing. You get in the vibe.
What are the chances I saw Jason walk? Can I roll perception to see if I saw him too?
Liv is the one who went in the
Liv.
tent. Pretty high. Go ahead. I'll give you advantage here because most of the people cleared out around that area. There wouldn't be anyone to see. It kind of sticks out, right? Most of the party's around you guys.
Yeah, no, that's a 10.
Dang. Probably not then, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
I feel like it's kind of dark over there. You do know that that's a thing that will happen, but you've not seen it.
Okay, so there's a hunch.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, just for no reason, I'm gonna go over and I want to find Hemp.
What's up, man?
Do you know if that disguise kit is single use?
That's actually a great question, but I do just know how to disguise myself magically. I just never did I never did it like physically. I wanted to see if it looked any better.
Can you disguise other people?
I'm 90% sure I could do it. I've done it a couple times. Don't know if I still can.
Magically or with the kit?
With the disguise self. It's just
yeah.
self though.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't, but I could do it to myself. If you have like a plan in mind.
You're not gonna like it.
Why would I not like it? You're gonna make me do something I don't like.
It's gonna be something you really don't like.
Why is it gonna be something I really don't like?
I don't want to have to tell you.
You
have no way.
Tell me.
You have no way of disguising me.
Is the disguise kit single use?
No. It's a full kit with supplies. So unless you threw them away, you can use it
Okay.
multiple
Well,
times.
actually, no. It'll take a minute, but you can do it too. And while you're doing it, you can tell me what the plan is.
Stay right here real quick. I'm gonna metagame for a second. I'm sorry. I'm gonna run over to Valaar. I'm gonna be like, did you happen to see Jason or Liv?
I'm like fully in trance. There's like, I'm barely noticing you're there. I'm fucking plastered.
I'm really gonna go off a fucking hunch here, and I'm gonna run back to him, and I'm gonna say,
I'll give you this, Hugh. You can see whatever he's doing if you want to engage.
so if he's just like peeking out the curtain,
He's like, he
make
starts
me
just
look
running.
like Hugh.
Okay. Okay. Did you just go see Valaar?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make the potion that we have the synergy for, where we have the cool angelic dreams or whatever.
The
If you
dreamers.
consent, yeah. If you consent,
If you consent.
even though he can't, Valaar can't, but Danny can if he does.
Can I do what?
Do you want to do the dream thing tonight?
I think if you guys came to join me on the dance floor, maybe I would have no problem,
Okay.
drinking whatever you put in my hand.
That's okay. Good to hear about that.
That's like me.
Redacted.
Censor that.
That's like me at the beep.
Okay, I can make you look like Hugh. Who can I be?
All right, I'm gonna be Hugh. You be me.
There's a size difference in that.
It's fine.
It's
just
also like a disguise kit. Like you can maybe get a general affectation of Hugh, but you can't make yourself a Jello man.
just do it.
I'll see how close. Wait, can I roll to see how close I get? Like, I can try doing it for
I
you.
love the thought that Hugh has woken up and is just watching him paint me more.
Yes. Now let me put that to Hugh real quick. You do see this. Do you want to do anything?
No, I mean, I'll let it ride. I don't think it's a good plan, but I'm just curious to see how it plays out for him.
Okay. Yes. So basically, the kit lets you add your proficiency bonus to these various checks that you would try to represent yourself as someone else. So you can give me, I would say it's either like a general intelligence check with proficiency to try and like use your brains, or
We're gonna
deception.
use that. We're gonna do intelligence with proficiency because I got a 4, but it becomes that's plus 8 now. That becomes a 12.
Okay, you have
Pretty
a
good.
12 worth of disguise. We'll find out if that works later.
Shitty makeup on dripping.
He's got like, you have like a shell for one of your goggles.
Well, I like had to put both my stabs in the stand, like in the sand, and I'm like up there on his face, like wobbly. I'm like, you gotta stop moving.
I'm gonna go over to 7 and just look at him silently.
I'm still big crab mode, and I kind of look over and I just go, "You look different." I just go back to,
And I'm gonna go, bye-bye. And I'm gonna turn.
"Oh, Hugh."
And as I'm running, I'm like, yes.
You see, God, like the dollar store version of yourself. What?
I'm running, to be very clear, I'm running to the tent that Liv and Jason are in.
Okay.
You see this Foley.
I'm not gonna stop him.
All right.
I'm gonna disguise myself as one of those little dwarves we saw earlier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're gonna do that. You run to the tent. What's your plan here? Are you doing this so people don't follow you, or?
I have had no care in the world. I think I look identical to Hugh. Like
Okay.
I think I'm Hugh.
Okay.
And
All right.
I know what must be done, and I don't want to make Hugh do it.
This is like that Quonk scene. He's like skipping down the stairs.
Okay. What's your
I'm
plan?
gonna-
You busting in?
I'm gonna get up, and I'm just gonna be like, he's gonna be so fucking proud of me. And I'm gonna flip open the curtain.
There they are. They have just done what looks to be like a pretty passionate kiss.
I throw
And-
my spear at Jason.
your javelin.
Recklessly.
Okay.
I'm gonna start outside. I'm gonna start fervently. I'm gonna pull out a piece of paper and start writing like a note, and it says like, "I'm gonna help the zombies and kill everybody." Signed, Jason. I'm gonna be the bad guy.
Okay. Give me that attack roll.
As I take it out though, my rage is me going, "We said no dating within the army." And I'm gonna roll, hell yeah, with Great Weapons Master.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh, that's not a great weapon.
First tool.
You're right. Then it is just a nice 22.
A 22 will hit him. Man. Okay. I did not believe that Jason would actually get a chance to strike back because I believed an assassin would be doing this and not you. A 22 will hit him. Go on.
Second attack. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Thank you. Where'd it go though? Oh, it's in my hand.
You want another one?
No, I got it. There. I'm doing everything wrong. Shit. Okay, so that's 13, and then am I able? Oh, I can't change my weapon for the second attack, can I?
If you have a second javelin, you could use it, but you're not close. You opened the thing and threw it.
Oh, okay.
You're maybe like 10 or 15 feet away.
You have a rifle.
Oh no, I'm sorry. You have ridiculous long arms.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you can definitely hit him with your action
All
here.
right, then I'm gonna hit him with that too.
Because that's how bugbears work. They have like a sad, silly reach.
This is great weapon master.
I like that you knew you could reach him if you wanted. You just decided to throw
Yeah,
it.
it felt like the more Hugh move to throw the spear first, and then
And
be
it
like,
didn't work.
Disguise is gone. Here's my axe.
Okay.
That's a unnatural 20.
20 will hit.
Okay, now we can do real damage. Let's stop playing silly games. 33.
Okay. You hurl this spear, gets him in the shoulder. You reach, you grab your axe, long slash. Liv is screaming in terror. Jason takes 2 significant blows. You were there, right? You said
I'm sitting like right outside the tent, like ready to run in case I need to run in.
okay, but you can't immediately see what's happening.
No, I can hear it and deduce what has occurred in there.
I need a dexterity
like-
saving throw from you and
Ow.
you.
Do I see it coming?
No, and actually, yours with disadvantage because you don't see it coming either.
Okay.
You do.
Do I hear
What's
this?
I was gonna say, what's
You are sleeping. Give me a perception check to see if you hear it.
Would I hear it like from wherever I am?
You would just see this.
15.
I got a 14.
Okay.
17.
14.
Perception will
How much?
15.
15. You're sleeping and it's kind of far. I would say not this, but maybe this thing's about to happen. Sorry?
17.
17. Okay.
I feel like maybe this was bad.
You save. What'd you get?
14.
Not bad. You hear this like rushing of air as an explosion of fire, a literal fireball, bursts forth into existence in the doorway as Jason just like hurls a flame bolt and casts the fireball spell. He goes to grab like a curved blade as well. Both of you somehow succeed on this, which is crazy.
It's actually a 16 because I forgot it's a saving throw against magic.
True. You honestly, given that this is a dexterity saving throw, typically would not be allowed to make this. But I think because you're saying that you're engaged a little bit, you hear him like starting to cast some words, and you're like, whoa, and then you dive for a total of math is.
You also never healed, by the way.
I did not.
Ooh.
I might just straight up die.
Yeah.
How much health do you have remaining?
23.
Well, the good news is this spell did 32, but you saved, so half for 16 fire damage.
Okay.
How fast can I get there?
This is now full combat. We're rolling initiative.
Okay.
You better hope what's his nuts is not faster than you.
Yes, we are rolling initiative.
You know, I didn't think he'd be this strong.
He is, quite literally, the strongest person in the entire camp. And you threw a stick at him.
And you better hope his girl is not magical as well. 20. Oh, wait, thing. Albert. Duh.
Okay.
Oh, do we? Yeah,
Update my
initiative.
initiative. It's 15.
Boy, oh boy.
I cannot believe you did that. Now, I have rolled my initiative, and I want to add stakes because you are low health. He got a 20.
Oh.
For initiative?
Mm-hmm.
Cringe.
I got a 10.
You got a rock.
I got a 15.
I don't know that he would try to kill you immediately. So what I think he's going to do is...
I think I changed Hugh's on that.
What'd you get?
15.
Okay. We're going to do... So we'll just do like modified group initiative. He got a 20. Did anyone beat it?
I got a 20, but I'm not near them.
Okay.
I got a 20, but I don't know if I want to help yet.
Okay. He's going to go first, then the whole squad.
You know how many dumb things he's done that I've helped with? I do one, and he turns his back on me.
Shark, I need a wisdom saving throw from you.
That was to Hugh. You need a wisdom saving throw? That's not going to go well. I
don't think it
guarantee it.
Do we have a
15.
Ooh. 15 will do it. Basically, he tries to do a spell, and he like forces like some will upon you, and you're just so mad that it doesn't matter. Live.
And do we also have like a place for the camp, map-wise?
No. This camp is put up on top of the the trenches that you guys were there. We're doing this all by the seat of our pants, theater of the mind style.
People at home, this was unplanned.
This was totally planned because I expected the fireball to kill him, but he saved somehow. Anyway, what is happening now is that Liv is also like grabbing her gun, unsure of what to do. But it is team turn. What do we do?
There's no magic. How far away am I? I've heard this.
You are a full entire 2 turns away of running. You are
I can take the dash action and get
Yep.
there.
What
I'll
about
do
me?
that.
You can see this, and you're about, let's say, 60 feet away.
Does it
That's too far.
look like he's relatively healthy?
No, you hurt him. I wouldn't say he's close to death, but those were significant blows.
Gotcha.
I dash. That's my turn. So
Yep.
I rolled 20.
Cool. You'll get there at the end of next round if you dash again.
I'm going to just take 30.
Yeah, 2 full turns of running. You're pretty far away.
I'm going to take 30 feet of movement, and then I'm going to bless Shark and Hemp. And can I use it on myself? I don't think anybody else is around, right?
You can, but also I think he's still at the... No, you're there. Right, okay. Yes.
Yeah, so the 3 of us.
Okay.
Plus two.
Just you add a d4 to attack rolls and saving throws.
For my dumb brain, am I 120 feet away or 60?
It was 2 full turns of moving because you're in a tent in your rack. So 1 turn was getting up, getting out of
I
there.
understand the
Yeah.
thought process.
Yep.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm still disguised, right?
You are still disguised.
Good.
I'm also not
going
putting on armor.
Okay.
In that case,
Or you'd never make it, I assumed.
my commanding officer just threw a javelin at somebody, so I've got to join the fight. So I'm going to cast.
I like how you're doing character motivation for this murder, and you're like,
I'm like, oh no, I have to help him. And I I do Scorching Ray. So
Okay.
I shoot 3 blasts at him, and each one's going to get that little radiant damage.
Hold on a second.
Ray, you can add a d4 to your...
Oh my goodness, you're so right.
Well, is that a spell? That's probably not an attack roll, actually.
It is. I think spell attacks and attacks.
Scorching Ray, at what level are you casting this?
Just the level 2. It's a 3 of them.
Well, Jason has counterspell.
Does he counterspell all 3, or is that only
He's a
for-
blue
It
player.
is a spell,
That
not an
fucker.
attack counterspell. He does not succeed on the spell counterspell.
cringe.
So he goes to like snuff the spell out, but your magic is too powerful
Like,
for
oh
him.
my god, you just tried to do my thing against me. Rascal. Oh, I mean,
Oh wait,
you
wait, I'm sorry. It's too low of a level for this to matter. So counterspell just works.
I was going to say, I thought
yes,
so.
thank you. Then no, you don't get Scorching Ray. Sorry.
That's fine.
Am I up again? No. I forget if it's...
After everybody goes, then yes. Then Jason will go. Then you.
Fucking idiot.
Oh no, you'll get another turn. Excuse me. Too loose, too fast. I'm Druid it. It's
Yep.
morning. I didn't have my coffee, but
Damn, shade has been thrown.
Am I able to talk to Liv with my bonus action?
you can just talk as a free action, brother.
Oh, I'm gonna hold up the letter and be like, Liv, look at this. I found it in his bag when I was moving it.
You're like 30 feet away outside the tent.
Yeah, I'm like reaching my hand.
hold it
in.
over.
Look. It says he's against us.
It looks. She's wildly confused. This is not helping.
But he was doing a good thing. I understand your fear and your concern, but know that he did not do anything wrong.
I would like, God, a deception check from you.
With advantage, right?
I was. You have made a prop. You're in disguise. These are things that work.
It's
for you.
unnatural 20.
You are. Hold on. You are giving me an insane story that works well against you. I would give you disadvantage and advantage. 1 dice. An unnatural 20 is still a great roll in that moment. I think that. Oh God.
It works.
Wait, no. Hold on. Oh my God, I rolled 2 4s. Okay. She has a moment of clarity. You see her lock eyes with you, and she recognizes the truth when she sees it.
I use message to talk to Shark, and I'm like, oh my god, she bought it.
Man, I've had new dice too. These suck. Okay, Shark, yeah, you get another go.
All right. I'm going to hit with my axe, Great Weapons Master, recklessly. It's a +7 -5, 20.
21.
And there it is. Yeah, go ahead. That hits.
And you said Bless gives me another D4?
Yep.
On the attack.
Oh no, it's just on the attack roll, not the damage.
So if you hadn't.
Oh.
25.
We should have like a campaign long like 21 counter.
I would love that. Comments? Get on it. 69th Word Club, you guys got this.
Jesse, make my head big.
Jesse, make our heads big.
25 on the first attack.
Okay, this one is now you hear like he's not wearing armor. He's like ready in his like dress party clothes. There's a like of like flesh. The blood is coming out. This is looking like the final attack if you hit him.
Do I re-roll attack here?
What do you mean?
Like to hit him the second time? Do I?
Yeah, it's 2
re-roll
attacks.
Let's kill him at the same
And I
time.
get the D4.
Same exact time.
Okay, that's a better roll. I just don't want to do the math. But it's 22.
22
Wait,
what?
plus 4, 26.
26.
Do math. All right.
How sick would it be if you cleaved off his head and then cut off hers at the same time?
30
Damage?
damage.
Good fucking lord. All right.
Hey, after this game, I'm going to show you guys how I'm rolling damage to make sure I'm
You
not
just did like
totally wrong.
120 damage. in
I
That's-
two
swear I'm
turns.
reading correctly.
That's crazy. But also maybe not correct, but also maybe correct. Barbarians do a lot of damage. The thing about this is he only had like 8 health left, so 30 or 9,
dead.
he goes down. He takes a hard blow. He was in a tent, like the officer's tent. The thing about tents is that fireball usually gets rid of them. So when he threw the first fireball, it opened this place wide open. And everyone could see this immediate scuffle happening. Liv, confused, looking to this new source of evidence. Hugh, from your place on the beach, you can see it. Foray, you're here now, arriving, and what you
I'd
see.
like to stealth.
Okay, I'm not even gonna make you roll. There's a watching crowd. No one's paying any attention to you. You come up, you push your way through, you're running through, getting ready for battle, and you see Hugh strike down
I've got like
Jason.
one googly eye.
Yeah, good. Strike down Jason.
Blue like melted off after it.
He hits the sand hard, and Liv buys what you say, but she grabs a towel and just compresses the wound and is trying to keep him from dying. What do you guys do? I think there's a panic. People are grabbing guns. They're screaming, yelling. Everyone's not really sure what's happening. Everybody's drunk. It's not going well.
I'm gonna run like behind one of the tents and go get rid of my disguise, pick the note back up, and then run out and be like, "Everybody, calm down." I'm gonna like crowd control a little bit.
I need a persuasion check from you.
Okay.
And this is going to be hard because they are literally a drunken, angry mob.
Did I see, like, I'm aware that he
You watched
would just,
all this.
I think I would fly in and just, like, finish him off.
Damn!
He's, like, he basically killed Shark.
I got an 18. Is that enough?
Okay.
I'll let him try first.
This is great. No, this is perfect. You do. God, you're like short. Like the crowd can't even see you. You do your best.
Pay no attention to the scene in the tent.
I'll walk up on. You can get on my crab back.
Oh, yeah, you do the little thing.
You can give him advantage in this way if you hop up on the grab. Go ahead, roll me another one.
Well, that one's a 7.
Okay. You give your best. Everybody, calm down. Nothing to see here. We've got this evidence. Whatever. Valaar picks up his wings, flies in, and delivers a sword in the stone killing blow to the man who was their commanding officer for so long. There is an immediate confused uproar, and everyone is in arms. This is like several hundred soldiers, drunken and angry. And at this point, if you do not defuse the situation, we are going to have to do a 300-person combat. Yeah. What do you do? Hugh, you also see this from your place. You're not immediately under ire, but it's clear that people are drawing weapons, swords, blades. Somebody needs to convince them, and 18 was not going to do it.
I'm gonna look across and lock eyes with you in your tent, and I'm scared.
So I'm going to get on the banana conda.
Okay. Cavendish.
Okay. Cavendish. Well, I guess I take it out and then I get on it. And I'm basically like closer to its head, but it's like I'm like riding in on this grand giant snake. Like, everybody calm down. Everybody calm down. This was a heretic. He had to be smote. We've done that here. He has been smote. Everybody can go back to their positions.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, do I get a response from
I'm
anybody?
gonna
This is where I am evaluating the dice roll you're going to make, sir.
Yeah,
Anybody wants to question
that
it?
wasn't very compelling.
I'm on the back of a giant snake
is a giant
riding
snake.
in.
But there's no evidence. It's like, this was a bad guy.
There's a bad guy.
He
He's a
had
bad- he's a
evidence, and it didn't work
He's
for
pointing
him.
to it.
And the reason that the tent is gone is because this man knew magic.
They have magic. They just don't have divine magic.
Divine magic. That was a holy fireball that's not allowed here.
He was trying to destroy evidence.
And he was trying to destroy evidence, which we have right here.
It didn't work.
Okay.
I'll pick Hemp up and fly up a little so everyone can see the paper.
Oh, you guys
that
couldn't
is-
see me.
Give
This
me.
is it.
I'm still glowing
Here's what we're
as
gonna do.
well.
We're gonna settle this in 2 goes, and you're both gonna be big dice. This is a straight up and down intelligence check to see how good your forgery is, and then if the forgery is good, the second check will be easier. If the forgery sucks, it's gonna be harder.
What kind of check?
Hold on.
Right.
Big dice.
Oh.
Give me a second. I'd also like to be like, everybody calm down, and I'm calming emotions. The spell.
Oh, Cusco spell. What does that do?
Cusco spell. Spell specifically meant to
What
calm
does it
Cuscos. We attempt to suppress.
We have calming magic?
Yes.
Why didn't you use that before I went in the tent?
There was no emotions until you killed the man.
I was angry.
He didn't kill him. He just put him down, and then Valaar executed him.
Each humanoid within a 20-foot radius sphere must make a charisma saving throw.
Unless all 300 soldiers are...
I know, we're calming everybody immediately around us before everything spreads out. God, will you just believe one?
we get 5 soldiers calm.
Anyways, I'm fucking casting it.
Calm him,
calm these
Valaar.
folks.
Okay.
Wait, what was my role?
You were making a forgery in intelligence, and I'll give you proficiency because you used a disguise kit in this way.
I would like to remind everybody metagaming that Drew gave a lot of us inspiration after the
Drew, would
last
you
game.
remind them how inspiration
I
works?
am going to use my
You can use inspiration to just do a reroll.
During
I-
which game?
During Dungeons and Dragons.
It's not. We talked about this. It doesn't
that's
carry
once
over
per-
sessions.
Well, he gave it to us at the end of. It was at the end of last.
Yeah.
Like literally at the end.
It was literally like the last one.
Okay, I'll allow it.
We haven't even a long rest.
Go ahead.
16?
Okay, I was thinking 15 for basic forgery.
Oh.
Now, this is still not going to make it easy. I need at least a 20 on a perception. Excuse me, a persuasion. Otherwise, you guys are going to fight 300 soldiers. And I've seen that movie.
Can I contribute to this?
Yeah, dudes, anyone?
You can contribute how?
I have enhance ability.
I can. Wait, what do you have?
Enhance ability.
I mean, I can attempt to persuade also, or intimidate. I'll let. What do you guys think?
If you want to be the helper, you choose the style you will help. I think we are already locked in. He's made this speech.
Okay.
Unless someone else has a more grand gesture, he's going to do the persuasion roll. I will give him advantage if your thing makes sense.
While they're doing this, how big a creature is Shark? Technically, is he large or medium?
He is a medium creature, but depending on what you want from that might be different.
larger if you need.
Yes.
No, I actually would love it if you didn't. I'm gonna kind of like drag him back and use the tiny hut so that we get at least the two of us get a long rest and are no longer about to be.
Tiny hut just gives you a house.
No, it doesn't.
Right? I'm not going crazy. Okay.
It was a house. It's proof. It's proof. Gets a little house.
Wait 1 second.
It doesn't like you don't just like hyperbolic time chamber basically.
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be like a free. Oh no. I can make it look really cool in there. Though.
It is, however, a dome of force, which is a good place to not die. So there is that.
I mean, I'm still gonna do it because it's just a ritual.
Okay, if you're ritual casting it,
Yeah.
if you ritual cast it, that will take 10
minutes. This one says 1 minute.
Ritual casting means you don't use a spell slot though, and it takes longer.
I see. Cringe.
Okay, so I'm also doing thaumaturgy
Okay.
to make my voice louder.
Okay.
I'm also doing that 3 times, and I'm also going to make the ground rumble.
Okay.
Can I lift him? Can I like lift him up as I'm flying
Uh-huh.
up so he's like he can like extend his arms
And I'm
above
going to make
everybody?
his wings pulsate the glowing light even more to make it look like.
I'll like pick him up, but hide behind him so it looks like that shot in Game of Thrones where the black wings come out behind Daenerys. It'll
Yeah.
look like he's got the angelic wings that are coming out from behind him.
And meanwhile,
I think we're having the same thought, which is this is a lot, but I don't know that it's going to get there.
And meanwhile, I'm like, we got the power of God and enemy on our side, and I'm like just yelling at these.
I, as your friend, love this. I, as your dungeon master, say this is wonderful, but you still have to beat a 20 on a persuasion. Good luck, you have advantage. That's all I can do for you.
I imagine Stewie in the crowd going like, "Fuck you!"
She's like got a torch and she throws a bottle.
After you roll,
I don't know if you knew this, but I have a -1 on persuasion.
Well, you were the one who stood up to make the speech,
I got
my
this.
friend.
I'm gonna step out into the middle
I
of
know.
you guys. I'm gonna part the crowd. And I'm gonna go. I'm sorry.
I fucking hate you. I hate you so much. We spent all of this time just for you to come out and say you're sorry.
I'm gonna let you roll, and then I'll finish my statement.
Wait, but there's literally no chance he succeeds.
Yeah,
so why even roll
zero
the dice?
chance. So I'm
No,
stepping in.
A natural 20 works, and a guidance bumps it up to like a 17
Oh, okay.
if he gets a D4. So there is somewhere between 5 and 20% chance-ish.
You got this.
Big dice, big dice, big dice. Doesn't count. Big dice, big dice, big dice.
I'm going to use my inspiration to make sure that we're not. That It's supposed to be big dice.
Big dice. You get 2 tries in the big. This is the biggest dice roll you guys have done in like 5 games.
So I also have pass without trace. So if we need to just leave,
I'm going to tell you right now.
can.
I'm riding. Just everybody knows I'm riding away.
Yeah, let's try this first. And then
I
we'll
am
see what
riding away on
happens.
the Banana Conda. It has a swim speed of 30 feet. Everybody can ride on my giant fucking snake. That is the escape plan. If you don't ride away on the snake, you're dying. Your character
Didn't
is
you
dead.
say you had enhance ability?
Yeah, but that just gives you
He
advantage.
gives you advantage. We've already.
I see. Okay.
You got this.
Good luck. Remember.
I'm riding the snake, Ryan.
Wait, hold on before this. Let's do the guidance roll so we know what the dice number has to be. The D4 real quick, just see what it is. So it's DC 20.
This is a big D4.
That's a 1.
So what?
It has to be a 20.
You have to roll a natural 20,
Running, guys.
And he gets 2 tries.
and you get 2 tries. Good luck.
Get ready on that escape plan.
I'm actually gonna walk over to.
That's fuck.
If you had rolled a 4,
I know if I had rolled a 4, it'd be fine.
you're the reason.
Shut
we're
up,
in this
Mr. I'm
situation.
sorry. I'm sorry. Like,
There's more to my statement. I just don't.
I was saying earlier.
There's no way!
That's the second nat 20 I've done to save my life and everybody else's, dude. I'm fucking goated, brother. Eat shit!
Get the mic.
We'll be back after these Mountain Dew messages.
I'm very glad that I paused because what I was doing was offering myself so they could live. I texted Drew, I said, I die here.
I don't know how much of that entire sequence will make it to this point in the footage, but the roll was so intense. Mountain Dew was spilled. Drew leapt into action and Mountain Drew leapt into action and saved the microphone, which we love. But in this moment of everybody doing their best with a pretty okay hasty forgery from Hemp in disguise being presented to the new commanding officers here on the beach with the Liv the Lover literally crying over the dead executed body of her commanding officer, and we have Cavendish the Snake and Valaar and Foray giving a once in a lifetime impassioned desperate speech. There is a calming wave of magic that goes out on the first round of people, and somehow they have bought it. You guys are indeed the new commanding officers. Now here's the biggest problem. The army no longer has a general for the main force because you have slain him. However, several things happen. Hugh, you are still isolated by yourself in the shadows, and you have the script, which begins to...
Which still just fucking explodes.
It flips pages, and there's like a playwriter's note that said, not quite, but even better than I could have ever penned. This one counts, and it's signed F. So you feel the pulsating magic of the playwright script, the serial screenplay, and you know that the conditions have been fulfilled. At least whatever is doing these favors is appreciative of this in the moment. Jason is fully dead. I think you even behead him with your last strike because you just screaming. He's done.
I was pretty drunk. I fucked that guy up.
I'm like real quietly just gonna fistball people.
With your googly eye. You have convinced them not to execute Shark, but now they have no true commanding officer that they've known. Obviously, you guys are the ranking officers here. In this moment, it's dead silent. There's no music. The only thing you hear is the occasional cracking of the dying fire. What do you do?
I'm gonna nudge Shark. Like, Jesse.
I'm gonna step forward.
Jesse's gotta come with us though.
No, he doesn't.
Oh. But he's still okay. Where?
Hey, Jesse.
Yeah.
That's our new general!
And like you see him crowd surf now. People pick him up, they're like pushing him towards you like he has their concert stage.
Yeah.
He's having his Wolf of Wall Street moment.
In the prophecy, did Hugh also kill Liv?
No, the only thing in the prophecy was that Hugh, I guess, killed Jason, and that was the end of what was there. Technically, the conditions have been fulfilled because the script never said it wasn't actually Hugh, just said Hugh. So,
and I'll walk over to Liv and go, hey.
She looks hurt and betrayed, and she gives you like a fierce look. She's crying, like unbelievably. She looks away from you and says, "I'm not upset at you. I just can't believe Jason, of all people." Of all people.
It's been a hard day for all of us.
I was about to sleep with him.
What?
I know.
Wait, is she a barracks bunny?
You say that?
Is that illegal?
Yes.
Look, Hugh, have already had to do a lot of bad stuff today. You're not going to don't tell anybody that you were going to sleep
Are
with
you
them.
Taller?
I've been sleeping a lot. You know that's against the rules. Don't do it. You see what happens. It was because of the note. And I'm going to pull out my handkerchief and hand it to her.
Okay. She takes it, she dries her tears, and she says, I think I'm going to go for a walk. And she gets up to walk away.
I'm gonna be like on the bright side though.
Attack of opportunity? What's going on here?
No. Okay. You have a nice walk. We'll see you in the morning for some breakfast.
She says, I almost forgot this. And she gets her gun. She goes, I hope I find a skeleton. She walks off.
Think about this on your walk. You've just been promoted.
Doesn't feel like it.
Well, you have. Yippee!
Woohoo!
I think
go live.
You don't. She clearly doesn't see you, but she's walking in your direction to kind of like go down the beach. It doesn't appear that she has noticed you where you're in your little nest. Would you stop her?
No, I'll let her walk. Probably
Okay.
gonna kill herself or something, but I'll let her do it.
Damn.
Okay, well, she looks.
That's why I promoted her. So now she's like, oh well, that's okay.
I have too much responsibility.
Yeah, now that's something to live
They
for.
depend on me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you do see her like looking out into the sea, crying hysterically, like trying to figure something out, but she just walks down the beach if you don't go after her.
Nah, I'm not going after her.
Okay.
She can sort it out with.
Jesse comes finally like coming down to the stage and says, "Wow, guys, he was really that bad, huh?" And like his head is severed like several feet away, and there's just like bloody, crusty sand. Wow, you really got him good.
Yeah, it's not fun having the jobs we have, but somebody's got to do it.
Oh my God! Wait, did Soul Command send you guys
Can't
So
tell
that-
you that.
so that you could? The leak was this bad? Was he an undead sympathizer? Oh my God! Mercy is treason.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Don't ever be like Jason.
What? I mean, I thought he was a good guy. I guess. Huh?
Just goes to show you don't really know anybody.
He gave away his house when he came off to war to homeless people.
Well, you know, sometimes people with guilty consciences try to make up for it.
That
in
makes
other
so much
ways.
sense. I heard they were actually like disabled veterans.
Yeah,
like,
it's,
and he
it's
just gave-
overcompensation.
yeah, that makes a lot of sense. A smokescreen.
Well, they couldn't afford the property tax, so he actually screwed them in the long run. They were
I
going
didn't even
to get
think about the
evicted.
gift tax code. That's a good point.
It's bad. So I'm getting choked up.
What about his like sports vehicles in his garage? You think those gifts would have been really expensive then too? I think he gave them all his like sports balloons. It's crazy.
I think I'm going to write on a quick note behind me.
God.
I'm going to say, give all my sports cars to Jesse. Like, he actually left this for you.
Give me a quick intelligence proficiency.
Yeah. Oh, baby. That's a 14.
All right, they're not bad. You don't know if they'll hold up in court, but you hand it to him and he's like, "Wow, this was really on him too."
Yeah.
Oh my God, they're so. Wow, these look like they've been around for a long time.
I think it's because they have.
I see.
Before I even met you, he said he
Does
had
this say
a
from the
heart-
desk of Jason Somerville on it?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
It-
crazy.
He had an augury dream one night, and they said, you're going to meet a guy named Jason. You're going to give all your cars to him.
Oh.
Jesse?
Yeah, Jesse.
Jesse,
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow, I believe that.
I met so many J names lately.
Oh, I see.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go over to Hugh.
Do you? I don't. Give me a perception check. Let's see. He had a 16 on his dial. This is exactly how I thought this beach scene was going to go.
I got a 7.
Okay.
You said perception?
Perception.
7.
You walk over to the beach, the last place you saw Hugh, and you are just scouring the sand. You see Shark looking for you. What do you
I'm
do?
just kind of kicking the sand.
I'm just ignoring
He's
him.
doing the stingray shuffle.
Yeah, kicking the
He's
sand.
doing
And
this.
I'm hanging my head. You're like,
You want to say anything?
oh, Hugh.
I'm just gonna let him keep going.
You see him like dressed as you, right? Just
Yeah,
kicking
I'm just gonna
sand.
keep going.
Yeah, no, I'm
Hugh.
fully aware of everything that's been happening. I'm just
I
gonna
think-
keep letting it ride.
Hugh, I need to talk to you. I did something, and they think you did something.
Do they think I did something?
You saw him. You see him now, dressed as you. Several people said you look taller today, Hugh, or something like that. Some people bought this disguise. Maybe not everybody at large, but some players did. And he's now here. You could infer it might be possible.
I just was trying to help.
Oh, and the screenplay said that it was okay in the way that it resolved as well.
It's okay. I guess I made him mad.
You only stole the one thing he loves to do, which is
Is Hugh
kill.
mad?
No, he was just sitting on the sidelines for this whole thing, seeing how it all plays out.
Like in amusement, being like, "Wow, this is the funniest."
Not
shit.
even amusement, just curiosity.
like
How long-
like a
how long
scientist.
will he go?
Like a scientist.
Yeah,
This is your id form.
I'm just observing.
All right, got it.
Like,
gonna-
not even any of the deaths I've caused led to this kind of outrage. Like, this is like a level I haven't seen before.
I'm just.
Is that
gonna
impressive?
It's somewhat
I'm
impressive.
gonna keep talking to myself and be like, I thought maybe if I did this, he'd let me ask the question, but doesn't even want to talk to me
All right,
anymore.
I'll turn the script into a paper airplane and fly it from the distance, so he still doesn't see me, but he gets the script.
I feel like you're having this conversation like to the ocean, like the waves coming
Yep.
in slowly, and you're like, "Ah, I really wish you would." And then you just see like a glowing magic paper like fly by.
I'm gonna grab it. I feel like maybe it hits me in the head and I almost die.
Think.
I'm very close to death.
He did have another fireball.
Oh God, that would have been horrible. So I open the screenplay,
There it is.
and I can just ask it a question.
It is a blank page that says, "What would you like to know?" in like written script.
Feel like,
You can see this whole thing going on.
do I want to make people laugh, or do I want to get information? This is in character.
Okay. The last time you asked her a question, did you write it down or did you just?
No,
say
you
it?
wrote it down. That was not my question.
Now you're getting it. Now you're getting it.
He wrote it down. He wrote it down.
I'm pretty sure you would have to write it down in this case.
Yeah, you gotta write it down.
Definitely gotta write it down.
But that will happen. I guarantee you, one of the people at this table or the other one who is gone will accidentally do that at some point in this game. But this is not the time. The training wheels for the wishes are on. What do you write down in the screenplay, if anything?
Can he?
Yeah, can you write?
No, he learned. They did a whole arc about it. Come
Really,
on.
he kind of wrote a letter for me in that one.
You have enough basic thing for us to at least roll a dice about it.
I feel like Shark has really learned.
Plus, you also are like really bloody. You could just write it in someone
Yeah,
else's
true.
blood. Like
I feel like if anything, this experience taught me I am nothing without my friends.
oh, that's sweet.
And I'm gonna yell, Valaar, who's really drunk.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hear it.
I'll stumble over.
I'm gonna put my arm around him and be like, buddy, we've got an opportunity to ask a question. I thought it would be really funny if I ask it if the 3-year-old I killed was worth it. But I feel like it's not the smartest. What do you think we should ask?
This is real me thinking for a second. Hang on.
We could ask about Hugh's dad. I feel after today's mission, my new goal is to find his approval.
Does this have to be a yes or no question?
Mm-hmm.
Should I ask it?
That would be great.
Start dipping my finger in blood.
Valaar, will you give me a perception check? I don't think you made one on the beach earlier.
12.
Okay, you also don't see him. But he sees both of you guys like just holding this paper, like trying to figure out what to write.
We could ask if the museum is good. Unless we don't give a shit.
You could ask it if Hugh's dad is alive.
We already
know that for sure?
We got that from the picture, didn't we?
No, we know he was alive at one point.
He gave you he doesn't know now.
Hey, 7!
One by one, it's everybody. 7, you're partying, but these guys are literally drunkenly shouting your name.
Okay, I'm still in crab. I'm doing like, but I'm gonna decrab and walk over. Wait, hold on. What the fuck? Oh, and then I think it's a 7. So I got a 13 on perception
Oh, to hear this?
to see.
Oh, yet again, you do not see him. He has a secret himself. 7.
How the fuck are you hiding?
This is so funny. He's just in a sand, bud. You just go, and then you decrab, you come out, you don't see Hugh. You now join the two of them.
Hello.
Hey, buddy. We have the ability to ask a yes or no question again. And I feel like I'm going to fuck it up. What would you think we should ask?
Perhaps ask about the museum's intentions?
Like, does it have intentions? Yes?
I guess. Or if the intentions are more malicious.
Bad or good? That's what I said. That's what I said.
But it has to be a yes or no question.
Yeah. Is it bad?
Oh.
That's a lawyer question for you. Out of character, do we feel like we learned something from that question?
No.
It does. We just murdered like a man in cold blood. Like
Yeah,
I don't think
I-
bad intentions would matter to us.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
think.
kinda-
I also think the answer is going to be ambiguous because I think it's going to be ambiguous.
Yeah. Maybe something that's more concrete.
Yeah, we should maybe
think-
ask something about.
There are only two possible responses: yes or no. So, in an ambiguous circumstance, it would be yes.
And we
or
don't
no.
know if your dad's alive?
I really think we can infer from that picture conversation he
That
is.
is alive.
like,
I wasn't
he-
there for that one.
He didn't die. You were. That was a
No,
while.
he left.
I left.
That's the one you have to leave.
Oh,
You
that's
made
right.
me really mad, so I walked out.
That's
true.
Right. Okay, that's right.
You want to catch him up real quick on the conversation?
I talked to a picture frame that had like Dad and his gang of cohorts in there, and we learned like a lot of their names. And
We
the
learned
person who
all of
took
their
it.
names.
Yeah,
So you have a hunch he's alive.
he's most likely alive. Which is the whole reason I set out anyway, so I can murder him.
Oh, you didn't say that at first.
Oh,
You said to confront him and ask him a question.
well, yeah, he's gonna. Well, that's pretty much.
The inference was there, but now the lore has expanded.
I mean, I can also fold this up in my pocket.
Doesn't have to be now.
Maybe I fold it up for now.
You could maybe ask about the guy in the bar.
Yeah,
The
the
bow tie.
bartender.
If you worked for the museum before.
That we know for sure.
Oh, we
the
did?
bartender was in the picture with his dad
Oh, okay,
as a
okay.
previous team for the museum.
Okay, cool.
I don't know if there's any. We're still out of character, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there's anything that like we know. We don't know the right question to ask right now.
I
So
agree.
maybe we
You also have a party member you haven't asked, I think?
Well, I was
Well,
thinking I'd
well-
put it in my pocket and talk to everybody when we're back as a group.
I will give it this. You guys have been here tormented by the decision of this question for so long. Anyone who's not here would probably have noticed you guys missing and could easily find you. You're not hiding. You have a glowing screen.
Except for
playing
one
hands.
person.
Yeah, I'm still not there.
Do you have,
Exactly.
do you have a good
So,
question?
so if
I think
you
I
know,
do.
you guys want to be there.
I'm busy rebuilding the army right now, like getting it reorganized.
Are you
I'm
just
in,
promoting everyone?
I'm in my I'm in my
You're a
tiny
general.
hut.
You're a general.
I'm in my tiny hut, and I'm caught. It looks so ornate in there because I can make it look like whatever I want. Of
course.
It looks so regal.
Sure.
And I'm sitting on like a little throne thing, and I look out and I scan the crowd and I just go, "Hey, you, get in here."
He's doing like evaluations, like one at a time. So what do you do here?
Well, no, he comes in and I'm like, "All right, so we need a new general. What are you right now?" And then they'll be like,
I don't really have a title. It's my first engagement.
"Well, congrats, you're now a general."
What?
And I'm like, "Can you get out and send in the next guy?"
I guess. Do I salute you still?
No, you're on equal foot. I don't really care about all that. Get out of here.
All right, I guess. And he walks out and he goes, "Oh, anybody else come in?" And like, people start filing in one after another.
I'm like, okay, that guy was a colonel. So we've got this opening up at colonel right now. I'm gonna move you from sergeant to colonel if you want. And I'm just doing that like going down.
okay. All right.
Are you with us now?
I'm gonna leave though, and I'm
waiting
gonna
for
because there's one that's like it's troubling me. I'm like, I gotta ask everybody else what this guy should be.
Are you crowdsourcing the decisions at some point?
Yeah, I'm coming down, and then I
Okay,
see
got
them
it.
with the book. I'm like, okay.
The gang's all here.
Well, no, I'm not there. I was going to ask you to do something before I went there.
Sure. What's up?
Jason's tent. I'd like to tear it apart, what's left of it. I know it mostly burned down, but I'd like to go through his belongings. I'd like to also check his pockets, everything on him, see if he has any tattoos, anything like that.
Yeah, he does not really have tattoos, with the exception of like he has a few from like his time early on in the service, like just like a big heart and like like mom and like a bunch of like names of fellow soldiers. That all of this has been like burned away by like part of this like going, but you can tell it's just like it was somebody did it drunkenly in a well, let's get tattoos or whatever. He had personal affectations, so things like where he's from. He's from Sycamore Beach, like a little high school there. He taught, as well as like pictures of like graduating classes, those kinds of things. He didn't have like too much here in the tent because it had only been constructed like a few hours ago. Other than the radio, he had his sword, which was like a curved blade. It looks slightly magical in some way.
Taking it.
As well as like his dress armor, although most of the cloth components have been burned away because he wasn't wearing it. It was by the door when the fireball went off.
I'm taking his armor. What's anything about the armor?
No, it looks to be like well-made dress armor. He had some military robes. They're military medals, like on his, like dress medals, but they're slightly melted. Otherwise, that's about what you would find in the tent, and an empty nondescript bottle.
He didn't have like a chest. Like I guess what I'm trying to do is like get his like jewelry or see if there's anything that would like indicate his involvement in some sort of clan or brotherhood. Or,
Most of that stuff, if it had come, which I'm not confirming, would have come later. The camp is 8 to 10 hours old now, so it just got put together.
Cool. I'll take the medals, the armor, and the sword.
Cool. So you've done all that. You're now coming to the beach.
Yes.
I need perception checks from both of you
Yeah,
guys.
I got an 18.
Ooh!
I'm gonna walk up and be like, "Hey guys."
10.
You are the only person who
I have
sees
a
Hugh.
+7. How the fuck?
Hey, Hugh. So what are we talking about down here?
I think you maybe like step on him almost. Like as you're like, oh,
I'm body blocking, kind of. Like I'm trying to hide him in my shadow.
okay.
We get to ask another yes or no question. To
Okay.
the magic
Oh, to
paper.
the script, it worked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why'd you
And,
say it like that?
You know, I'm not exactly happy with what I did today.
That's very
I
fair.
was getting better, and now I'm not. But we can ask a yes or no question.
The guilt shows you're moving in the right direction.
You helped me.
I know it. That's why I'm so dang proud of you for feeling bad.
So, you know, we can put this in my pocket, or we can ask it a question now if anybody's got a banger. Gotta be yes or no.
I've been curious if there's any corruption within the museum.
That's what I'm kind of wondering, but we kind of need a yes or no. I don't know how we phrase that to make it.
Is there corruption in the museum? Yay
But
or nay?
what does corruption like entail?
Well, the museums pose itself as being this entity that's above the everyday happenings of the common man or being, which means that they must have some sort of divine purpose. But if there's corruption within it, that means that they're not as powerful as we may think they are, which means they've had their ranks infiltrated. That's what I want to figure out.
Valaar suggested asking if the curators are good or bad.
Yeah, but that's more specific. It's kind of like you're only narrowing it down to just 2 people, right? If we just have corruption in the museum overall, we can start to figure out if we can even look at the museum at all. If that's somewhere we should look.
We can also ask if the bartender and the museum are against each other. Like if they're on the same side or not, if they have the same goal.
I think he's made it obvious he doesn't like the museum, right?
I can't really tell his vibe because he's helping
That's
us
fair.
complete the museum mission.
Task.
Well, that's what I was thinking. Because why did he leave? Is what I want to know. Why did the person that we had met? Why did they leave? Like we've met 2 defectors, I think.
Well, we don't even know that. They used to be the team. We don't know if there's they defected or if there's a reset that happens every once in a while.
Right.
You
They
want
left
to
the
ask it
bronze.
if there's a reset?
That's. I think we probably just wait for the time. Just in general. I think Valaar might be right. We just waited out on this one.
I'm having a moment of clarity. This is not good to put in my pockets. So I'm going to roll it up and I'm going to put it in Valaar's
You go to roll it
pocket.
up.
Oh,
And there's a playwriter's note, and it says, "I can't pen the next scene until the question is asked."
I'm going to open it back up. All right, boys, we're on the clock.
I vote corrupt.
Is there corruption in the museum?
Yeah, that's my vote.
What do you vote? This is a democracy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I'm just I'm just getting sleepy because I'm very drunk, so I'm just kind of out of it. Just kind of hanging out. I'm like, what?
What do you vote?
Remind me with the playwright thing. Is it if we answer the question now, is it guaranteed we're going to get another scene in this arc, or is it always going to be the next?
It
arc?
hasn't happened yet in that way that it is a guarantee.
True.
Okay.
But the note says, "I can't begin to pen the next scene until you ask the
Okay.
question." Why don't you give me an insight check? And anyone else who wants to can, just to see if maybe you can catch, an emphasis of penman flourish.
Oh, it's not too
I'm
good.
shocked I read it.
Yeah,
13.
I got a 13.
I don't know.
Figured.
Seven, what do you think? I really wish Hugh were here to hear all of this.
I see it all.
That was in character.
You can tap my legs. Right leg is ask the question. Left leg is no. And then I'll be like, I think that Hugh.
If you were here with us.
Perhaps we could scale it back from a wide question and ask something pertaining to our current adventure, like who the best candidate for being a god would be.
Well, he has to be yes or no. But Jesse was really good at Powerball.
So we could just ask, is Jesse the best candidate
To be a god.
to become a god?
Am I a god?
Probably
I'm going
not.
to slowly take the paper from you as you...
I let Seven take the paper.
All right.
Now it's in your hands.
You can store it for later.
Or should we store it for a little bit?
We just won't get instructions.
Yeah, let's store it for one night. Let's sleep on it.
Yeah, we'll see how we feel
Let's
in the
sleep on
morning.
it.
Maybe Hugh will be here.
Yeah, well,
'Cause he's
while
not
most
here.
of us are here. Mm-hmm. Actually, yeah, let's sleep. I'm barely alive. Conversation has taken a
Noticed
lot.
like that. I thought it was Halloween. I thought I missed it.
Yeah, no. I would like to go to bed.
I'm gonna come up and say, "Damn, Hugh,
Ow!
you look like you did quite a fight."
Thanks, Foray. I did my best. Now, bye-bye.
I'm gonna go back to my cool badass house that I live in. My little hut.
Is there enough room for more than one person?
You can come in. Wait, how big are you?
I'm pretty fucking big.
Is he medium or large?
I'm like 7
medium.
feet
okay,
tall.
yeah, you can come on in.
All right, I'm gonna go sleep in the tiny hut.
Okay, what I'm hearing is everyone is settling down for the night.
But I'm watching where Seven goes to bed. With purpose.
I'm gonna turn back into a giant crab, and I'm gonna like bury myself in the sand.
All right, that's fine. I can work with it.
You see this. What do you do now?
Okay, are the eyes closed?
Yeah, I'm sleeping. Well, no, well, actually, hold on. I have Sentry's Rest.
Which
Oh, that's
he
right.
looks like he's not asleep.
Okay.
So no.
I'm just gonna shuffle behind him.
Okay.
And I'm gonna pull out my keychain that him and I had together of his voice things. And I'm not very good with technology, but I'm gonna take Super 7, Solid 7, and Ask Jeeves. And I'm gonna take the little wires and tie them all together.
Oh God.
And I'm gonna be like, "Hey, 7," and I'm gonna pop it in the back of his head.
Don't look at me.
Hey, shark. What is going on? And I just go. I'm just haywire.
I may have gone too far. All right,
The
I'm gonna-
voices are just.
I'll pull them
spouting
back
off.
out and I'll take Super 7 off and go back to Jeeves and Solid 7 and push it in.
Hello, Master Shark.
Oh, wow, he's back. I'm going to go to bed, 7. I'll see you in the morning.
Okay.
How do you know I was Shark?
It's like you could see like him like heating up on the inside and
You
then
see
turning.
like little smoke. Very quietly, Master Shark, Hugh, Shark.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the little guys and be like, you're gonna go to bed. That's an order.
The dwarves.
Yeah.
That one looks immediately devastated. The other one just points. Ha ha! Get in the rack, you boy.
Because you're both coming with us on our adventure tomorrow.
Oh.
That's an order.
Oh.
You're promoted.
As I go to bed, I gain 48 health.
Oh yeah, I get like 16.
Who
back.
is? So I assume this has been a long day. We all go to bed, hit the racks, get ready for the morning. Mm-hmm. Are you guys waking up early, or are you just going to get a full night's call it, get ready for adventure in the morning kind of deal?
I'm not waking up early.
Okay.
Well, I'm still in Sentry's Rest.
Okay.
So whatever happens.
Whatever. I still think pretty early, but whatever gets me to like full spell slots, full health. Because
Okay.
I didn't have that much to get back.
Okay.
Only 8 hours.
Okay. So I think you guys probably reconvene around 8, although it sounds like you're maybe waiting to get up a little early and you've got Sentry's Rest from the beach. Nothing happens on the beach, but everyone's kind of waking up in shifts. There is an order to this. That way they can have breakfast at the mess tent like staggered, and it's not like everyone in line at one time. There was a lot of chaos the night before, but this is something that this organization has done before, which is have a party and then get everybody going and on schedule so they can keep things moving and orderly. I would say about this first or second shift has gone through at this point when you guys wake up. You guys are obviously the commanders of the beach. That's not really your deal, but you can see people kind of cycling in and out of this shift. As you guys are waking up, the line for the mess tent is kind of shrinking. It would be a good time to go get it. And several other soldiers are walking by, and there's like, it appears to be some kind of like corn chowder this morning. What do you guys do to get on your way for your adventure?
I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go grab me a little snack real quick.
I'll just go get some food.
Okay, I think if you fell asleep on the beach, Hugh just kind of like walks past you. Like he just gets up out of the sand and just kind of walks, oh, get some food.
I'm just like, where you been all night?
I was sleeping
Where?
over by the sand. Or the water.
Like over there?
Yeah.
I was over there.
I was asleep.
Oh.
Must not have heard you.
That's interesting. And as I like yawn too, and I'm like wiping blue off of my face, and I pop the eye off my head. It's like, okay, let's go eat.
Okay, you guys reconvene. There is a like big like bellied man, bald head, like with a hairnet, just slinging corn chowder in buckets. He's got beautiful blue eyes. And he is like about to address you guys as you come up, and he's like kind of setting out some bowls for you guys. When the person who like most recently got food and ate it immediately throws up, and a second person, a third person, a fourth person hits the ground convulsing. There are screams as a wave of sickness and illness spreads over the camp, as someone screams, "Oh my God, there's a finger in it!" And you see Cookie, the chef guy, look into the bowl, just smash it over and dump it out, and there are like body parts in it. And it is clear that people who have been eating are immediately ill, as if they've been poisoned. And that is where we'll leave it for the day.
That's a good little cliffhanger.
Yeah, you're getting demoted. Yeah, buddy, I'm sorry.